Yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? I am on time as well when it comes to this podcast. But first and foremost, if you guys could hear me, if you guys could see me too, when it comes to my camera and my microphone, feel free to let me know for those who are watching this live and for those who are watching the replay. So, what's up? What's up to everybody who is just here and, just really, just chilling and having an awesome weekend, or I should say a productive weekend too. So, when it comes to this particular podcast, and I welcome you guys to another after hour conversation. This is a place for everybody to have an open discussion about certain things that they want to react to and talk about when it comes to with entertainment and with relationships, self-care, and with those kind of topics too. So if you're open to that when it comes to having open discussions about those particular podcasts, and just really being yourself, just expressing yourself with your feelings and your opinions and with your values too when it comes to who you are, feel free to do so. Even if you disagree with each other, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But like if it gets to a point where you guys start disrespecting each other, then that's like that could be a problem. But overall though, good to see everybody. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, Kiva? Good to see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And what's up, Melinda? Good to see you as well. What's good? What's good? What's good? And K Travel, it's always good to see you as well. What's good? What's good? Thank you for being here, especially for those who are just dropping by too. So, just to really get this out of the way too, when it comes to with this podcast, this might be a really short podcast too, just because um, I have like something short to say too when it comes to with that. What I want to share with you guys when it comes to what I've been noticing lately in society and on social media, but also with the content that you guys want to watch together when it comes to with the Pop the Balloon. And we're going to watch the Sugar Daddy edition of Pop the Balloon by The Last Talk Show. So if I'm getting that name right, shout out to him when it comes to this podcast. So, yeah, Kay says, my apologies for calling. Oh, it's okay, Kay Travel. I mean, if you're tired for any kind of reason, it's totally understandable because sometimes back in my, I should say, when I was streaming or even hang out with certain friends on online platforms, I used to fall asleep on there as well. So, no worries, no worries. No, I'm not going to judge you on that. So, sleep is natural. If you feel tired, just get your favorite comforter, your pillows, or your onesies, or wherever that makes you feel comfortable, and just get your good night rest. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, no biggie, K, if you fell asleep, so I understand. No, you're welcome. It's all good. It's all good. So, but anyways, getting back to, I want to just share with you guys about, especially what I'm noticing lately too. I'm not sure if you guys been seeing this too when it comes to like with social media, what's been happening out there in current times right now when it comes to with our society and with certain people just betraying each other in the office, everything else, and weird. It's just crazy, and it's just like, and it just really dawned to me too when it comes to just like what's happening, like with you know certain campaigns, just crumbling beneath within itself, and with people just talking crap about each other left and right, and even just like with different topics too. It's just like you hearing news over and over again when it comes to the weird stuff that's been happening out there, and just like with people who are just doing it, going out their way to just really standing up for what's right, even if it's just like the most difficult thing. I just really want to acknowledge that for those who are just making their voices be heard, standing up for what's right, and not being like say like selfish about it too, if that makes sense. And like, cause on social media, like there's so many weird things, like people trying to put on a facade or trying to like push a narrative. And I get that too, just because it's like social media can be addicting at times. Even we're just looking at our phone and just scrolling and looking at certain posts that just really like gets our attention. It's even stuff that just really, it could trigger us or it could excite us or it could be both. I mean, it's just like, even like with this week, I just looked at certain stuff that's just like making me scratch my head, like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? But when it comes to just like, for people who are just really making their voices heard in a really powerful way, especially when it comes to standing up for what's right, not just like for their own gender, but just like, for common sense and overall. And even if you're a man, if you're a woman, when it comes to you just making your voices be heard, that's really important, especially for those who have like the social media platform, like Facebook or Instagram, or even just like TikTok or X, you want to call it Twitter, Twitter X, how do you want to call it nowadays? And even like on YouTube and other platforms that makes you can stream and connect with people. And especially when it comes to making your voices be heard too, when it comes to you with connecting with your throat chakra, not in a way that you're just like, vocal and loud, but also you're really just speaking with confidence. Like you're just really, speaking up, with a really, healthy intention to really just, speak up and what's on your mind, what's in your heart, how you're feeling. And just really doing that in a really powerful way. And I just really want to encourage people, and especially if you're a man, if you're a woman, no matter if you're in your 20s or in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and above, to really just continue to really just do that in your own way. Just to, stand up for what's right, you know, when it comes to what those healthy values, for women and for men, and for just like the good of overall, for humankind or for Earthkind too, for our planet. Because there's a lot of crazy stuff out there too when it comes to with people being centered and people being taken away from their families. And it's crazy out there. But when we take the chance to really just let our voices be heard and really just supporting that with our voices in a really powerful way, no matter if you're Democratic or if you're Republican, or if you're man, if you're woman, if you're black or if you're white, straight or gay, bisexual, you know, non-binary, however you want to call it too, when it comes to with your identity, just really, speaking up and really just making your voices heard in a really powerful way when it comes to with who you are, but also what you stand for, when it comes to, for women's rights, for men's rights, for just for the good overall, for humankind, for mankind, or should I say, for the earth. So hopefully, that makes sense to anyone who is just watching this, especially this particular podcast as well, when it comes to with really connecting with your throat chakra. And in a ways too, you don't really have to like practice breath work and even just like, if you want to do that, that's totally cool. There's many breathwork practices that can help you to connect with your throat chakra, like the hummingbird bee breath and everything else, which I'll probably have to research it again too. But when it comes to with like the throat chakra and really just connecting with that in a really healthy way to really just balance in that, not only being like a really good communicator, but also a good listener too. So like when it comes to with being a good listener and really just being a good communicator in a really healthy way and balancing that can really just help you to really just, connect with your throat chakra in a really powerful way. So he says tolerance. Oh yeah, definitely. For sure, for sure. Tolerance is key. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And it's just like not to disregard what you said, Kay. And tolerance is definitely it too. So just really, acknowledging that in your own way when it comes to with that kind of tolerance and just really connecting with that in a really powerful way to really just, is this right or is this wrong? If it something doesn't feel right, just really speaking up about it, making your voices be heard on any social media platform. It could be Facebook, Instagram, it could be like Kick or or I think I said TikTok too, or just like um X, how you want to call it, YouTube especially. So just really doing that. Definitely tolerance is key for sure. So just I want to share that message for anybody who is just, you know, like is kind of like it's like hard for them to really just speak their voice, but at the same time they want to just really getting that message out there, especially to like the values that you believe in. That's just really genuine and healthy, when it comes to with standing up for what's right, when it comes to human rights and with animal rights and with environmental rights too, in general, just really, speaking up about it too, and really just making your voices be heard, because that's the most powerful thing anybody can do as a content creator, as an artist, as a researcher, just like an overall human being. And just really doing that in a really powerful way. So I just really want to address that for anyone who's listening, or for those who are watching this live or watching the replay, or people who have like a hard time just really connecting with their voice and really just figure out, forming their words, trying to like, articulate that to just really, practicing that in your own way to really just making your voices be heard in a really genuine and healthy way. So you know, hopefully that made sense to anybody who is just watching this, because I've been really just sitting with this and meditating with this feeling for, a couple of days so far, and just really trying to articulate that. So if this message that I was just sharing right now, when it comes to connecting with your voice, if it really resonates with you, feel free to share your own feelings, thoughts about it, or even so I should say your feelings and your opinions about it too, as well. So feelings, opinions, and thoughts about it too. So I think I repeated myself. So with that being said, when it comes to with this podcast, since also today is Ricky's birthday, he is 10 years old, especially as a Shih Tzu. That's really awesome too. So I'll make a post about it after I'm done with this podcast, or I should probably do it in like in the middle of it, just to get things going too. So, happy birthday to my sweet fur baby. He's off just playing with this new toy that I got him with a little fish, got him some new treats and all that. So, yeah, shout out to all the fur babies out there, especially the ones in your guys' lives that really just bring you joy. Whether it be a Shih Tzu, it could be your cat, it can even be your lizard, it could be your fish, anything, when it comes to with our pets, even if they're emotional support pets too. So thank you, Kiba. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's 10 years old. He's an old man, but he still looks good for his age, like his brother. So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love my fur baby, Ricky. He's such a cool dude. I was gonna let him sit on this bed for tonight, just let him sleep here, but he just wanted to be in this doing his regular scene. So it's all good. Yeah, thank you. I'll let him know when it comes to with that. And I also got him these treats. They're like frozen bacon bites that have been sold in Petco that look like dough. It's really cool. But it's just for pets and it's really healthy, so it's cool. So hopefully it is. But yeah, other than that though, when it comes to with what I'm about to share, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just like when it comes to what I'm about to share, I'm about to, put on the screen when it comes to with the pop the balloon. So we mentioned that like when it comes to with just watching the Sugar Daddy edition, when it comes to the pop the balloon, and we're gonna be watching that episode too. So if you want to, watch that particular episode or even the playlist that I created as well, when it comes to with this version of Pop the Balloon, a real one edition, feel free to check it out in the description of this podcast, especially if you're watching this live and watching the replay. I remember when he used to come on the show and yeah, yeah, he used to do that, and he kind of does too in a ways, but he's got like a routine now with Teddy, so he's kind of like doing his own thing. He'll come up to my bed every now and then, but not so much, which is okay. I mean, but like if he wants to come on my bed, I mean, or hop on my bed too. So that's totally his choice. Teddy, on the other hand, if she wants to hop out on the bed, she'll just jump on there. She's got hops. So her, being a Yorkie and all that, she's something else. She's got hops and she's a bossy yet sweet dog. But anyways, let's go and watch the recent episode of Pop the Balloon. Or let me see if I could reboot that. There we go. So yes, we are going to watch the Sugar Daddy edition of Pop the Balloon and Find the Love, a real one edition. So yes, indeed. Without further ado, let's get this party started. So get your favorite snacks, drinks, anything that makes you feel relaxed and comfortable. And, feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about this episode as well, especially if something doesn't feel right, something that stands out for you or anything else. Feel free to do so. And without further ado, and let's just get on with it, shall we?
Let's get on with it!
All right, so let's do this.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.
Hi, I'm Alan, and I'm a very young 76 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop.
Hi, my name is Howie. I'm of a certain age, and I am looking for a real one.
Hi, my name is Manuel Galloway. I'm 110% man, looking for a real one.
I see the way you
Go ahead, man.
are looking at me.
Your daddy's up
Baby,
there.
is it true?
My name is Mark Lawrence. I'm 66 years young, and I'm looking for a real one.
Toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man.
My name is Max. I'm 105 and I'm looking for a real one.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of A Real One. I, Pointer, am feeling so ecstatic about what's about to happen today because to the right of me, I have some gentlemen that are so bold. They are not old, and they're definitely not cold. They're hot. They're hot for love today. They are hot to find a real one, okay, right here in the Los Angeles area. Gentlemen, how you doing today? Wonderful. I'm so happy to have you here because what's about to happen is we're about to have some younger ladies, some ladies that are what you like. And you have the right to have your preference, gentlemen. Don't let anybody call you a sugar daddy or anything like that. You are real ones and you have your type, and that's okay. So
Yeah, shout out to all the genuine sugar daddies out there, saying that respectfully, pause. And same goes to the sugar mamas too. So when it comes to with just looking for love, if they going through certain challenges and anything else too. So I don't discriminate when it comes to with people finding love for the healthiest and genuine reasons. And I'm just really a firm believer of that too. So when it comes to being that kind of inspiring coach, especially connected to relationships, I just really want to see people connect in a really healthy way, especially if it's like, there's chemistry there too, if they're open to it. So without further ado, let's continue.
we're going to have your type enter in, okay? And they're just ready looking for older gentlemen, if that is correct. You have hearts in your hand. So if you like what you see, you're going to hold on to your heart. If you like what you hear, you're going to hold on to your heart. Now, if over the course of the fun that you hear something you don't like, you see something you don't like, you do have a heartbreaking device. And you can feel free to break your heart, which means the connection's just not there. I'll walk over to you, ask why, and that'll be it. But if you hold on to your heart, that means that you want to connect with that real one. And if that real one wants to connect with you, we're going to sponsor your first date. And it just might be a Sizzler dinner. All right. I tried. Okay. Sponsor a Sizzler. At any rate, gentlemen, are you ready? Ready. Wonderful. Okay. I'm ready. Let's bring out our first real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our first real one. Will my first real one come on in? Hello there, lovely lady. How you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
Wonderful. If you face that camera, step in a little more for me. Just this way, towards me, not towards them yet. You will shortly. Would you share with these gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Yes, my name is Taylor. I am 26 and I'm a professional dancer. So I do a lot of like heels, twerk. Actually, I teach twerk. And I'm a kickboxing instructor as well.
Okay. Wow.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
A little bit of everything. And a lot of these real ones do a little bit of everything. But share with us this. What makes you a real one?
I'm authentic. My actual stage name is Banji, Banji. So it actually stands for Be Authentic, Never Jeopardize Individuality. So it's my whole brand.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for in a real one?
Someone that is like caring and sweet and someone that just makes me feel like safe.
Okay, beautiful. Now, you did reach out to be on we called y'all Jaguars. I don't call you Sugar Daddy. So there's Cougars and there's Jaguars because y'all are strong and you want what you want.
That's
So
a
tell
good
me
thing.
why you applied to be on the Jaguar edition.
I mean,
guys
all
like
these
those
young men be
races?
doing me
Said
wrong.
yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I need to go the other way. Maybe I need to come up a little bit.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. And they're definitely seasoned with the right seasonings, right? And they know just what to do. Let me ask you another question, but you don't have any broken hearts, which is a good thing. They must be feeling you. I want to go for this. Now, in relationships, there are deal breakers. There's heartbreakers, red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
Not to be that person, but somebody that's broke. I can't. Somebody that doesn't make money, doesn't have ambition. It's a
Doesn't seem like that's an issue for these guys.
yeah. I mean, clearly
Okay.
they showed me. I said, okay,
Okay.
I'm paying attention.
Okay. Now, what about this? Any others besides the money piece?
I would say like I'm a height girl sometimes. Like I'm a shorty, but like we love talkings, but like if you're too short for me, like you're too short for me. Yeah.
Understood. Okay. Well, you don't have any broken hearts, so I don't want to belabor
'cause she's
anything,
fine
but
as hell,
they must be
that's
feeling
why.
you. So I want to go a little deeper. I want to go a little
Yeah.
deeper as you, so you
I
can
don't
get to
think
know
I
her
think
just a little more. You
fine.
can get to know them, perhaps. Let's go for this. Have you ever been married?
Who am I to judge?
Okay. Do you want to be married?
I do see myself getting married one day. I'm not trying to rush it, but one day.
Okay. Do you have children?
No.
Do you? It's great. Gotta ask. Do you want children?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the twerk classes. Come on now.
Okay. You're twerking for a baby to come on the way.
One day with the right one.
Okay. If you are open to children, keep your heart. If not, because she wants them, you might want to break it.
Shit, they all want babies with me. What?
Okay.
Stop playing.
All right. They want to give you some baby. Okay. That's their right. I'm gonna have to get a little spicy, and it hurts
Go for it.
sometimes. But
Go
on a
for it.
real one, you got to make a decision because it's a real one, not a real five.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of you, kind sir, because she's gonna have to break. I'm gonna just make you break one. I'm gonna make you break one, and I'm sorry, it is based on. Now, if you have an essential question though, because we're a real one, we do it best. So if it is like, hey, I think they're all so handsome, I want to get to know them off of an essential question. I want you to ask that.
Ooh, I do want to know what everybody does for their job. Like, what do you do to make money?
Okay.
I'll start with you.
Yeah, we're gonna go to all of
Yeah.
them. So name, age, and what do you do for work?
Max, 105, and I did
Okay, he's a jokester.
I did a lot, but my main job was computer animation, along with
That's awesome, man.
being an entertainer.
shout out
I do
to
mind reading shows and stuff like that. So, but
I used to be a magician's assistant. That's so funny.
you look like one,
Yeah,
and
I'm like, I
used to-
fit right in the box,
And I
too.
was
Yeah.
married
Yeah.
to a dancer. What are the?
He's like, listen, let me just make up a whole story so she doesn't pop my balloon. no, I believe you.
No. I would never lie about anything like that. She
I
was
love it.
Irish and stripper. Come on, let's just. She was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move forward to our next real one. Name, age, and answer to her question.
Hi, I'm Alan, I'm very young, 76. I'm an engineer, filmmaker, teacher, other things also at the same time.
Okay.
And she wants to know, in terms of what do you do for work, or what did you do?
Engineer, I used to be a astronaut trainer with the space shuttle program.
Wow.
Train.
Okay.
I was in Houston. I was a flight controller and mission control. I helped train astronauts to fly the space shuttle when there was a space shuttle program.
Nice. Are you currently retired?
Never going to be retired. I don't see any of that in my future at all.
Okay.
Too many things to do. Way too many things to do.
Okay. Oh, he looked at me too. He said,
He's
too
got
many
game.
things.
He's a real
He's
one.
got a little
He's a real
spice
one.
too.
Okay. Let's go to our next real one. Name, age, and what did you do for work or do for work?
I'm Howie. I broke 55. That's all I'll say. I provide entertainment, magicians, comedy, bands, hypnotists for private parties at homes, country clubs, corporate events. And that's what I do. And I didn't think I'd ever consider a child, but if I left this world with her having birthed my baby, that could be okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'll
Let's go to
pay
this real one. Name, age, and what did you do for work or did for work?
My name is Mark Lawrence. I'm 66 years old, and I'm a doctor's assistant, and I'm also a music producer. I produce some good music that gets played everywhere.
Okay.
And talking about having a daughter, I just kind of like had one 4 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, but the
shoot.
only problem is she's 32.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Wow,
Wait,
time flies real fast.
I just found out.
wait a minute. Do you say he has a daughter that's the same age as her? If I'm not mistaken, or am I just tripping? Feel free to comment. So, I don't know.
I did Ancestry.
No.
Yeah, to see if my dad was real.
Oh, stop it. And then you're like,
Yes.
turns out I have a whole kid.
And I found out I had not only I had a kid, but a beautiful daughter.
Wow.
Looks like you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
You're
I
kind
had
of scary.
grandkids. And it turned out she's had a real great life. She ended up, her mother put her up for
Oh,
adoption.
she's 26.
Okay.
And she got adopted by a doctor, and she's like had a really good life.
Slipping and falling upwards for real. That's incredible.
Let's go to this
Wow.
last real one. We got to talk to our real one here. Name and, what did you do for work?
Yeah.
It's Emmanuel Galloway. And you know what? I definitely want to pop my balloon.
Okay. Tell us why you're breaking.
Yeah, well,
It was loud.
I know. She's just not my fit.
Tell us what is your fit.
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but she's dancing and everything like that. That's not what I'm really looking for.
Okay. Understood. Now, aesthetically, is she someone that's your type?
She's just not my fit.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Okay.
I feel like maybe my short king comment might have got to him, and maybe that's why he wanted to pop first. But all the respect and love in the world. But yeah, I'm like,
The short king comment?
No, it's no.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. As a man, he don't care about that. No, I love that. That's respectable. So we do have 4 hearts that are still beating, though. Okay. So let's take it on back as we start to go a little deeper. I'm going to offer it to you. Well, you already asked your essential gentleman. Do you have an essential question you'd love to ask this lovely lady? All right. Let's walk it back down. You'll get in a little exercise today, but you're used to that, moving and grooving. What's your question?
What is the best thing you've ever done
oh, like in my life?
in your life?
Oh, yeah.
Could be to anybody, could be to yourself.
Oh.
The best thing you've ever done.
That's so hard. There's so much that's so incredible for me. I feel like one of the most amazing things I've done was helped one of my friends run one of the biggest dance camps ever, and just being there for every part of it. And although I didn't make money or anything off of that, it was just the fact that I got to invest in her dream and make
Doesn't
things
have to
come
be
true.
money. Just something.
Yeah. No, that's
Hey, Viviani, good to see you. I just want to pause it for a minute just to say what's up. And hopefully everybody in the chat is enjoying this podcast too, especially to the content that we're reacting to. So when it comes to with the pop the balloon, especially with the sugar daddy edition, feel free to share your own feelings and opinions and thoughts about it too, especially if it's something that stands out to you. So when it comes to with that, but overall, good to see you, Viviani, and hopefully you're also having an awesome weekend and just thriving and living your best life, enjoying your own version of a hot girl summer or hot woman summer too, metaphorically saying that, of course. So thank you for being here. Big shout out to you. But let's get back to it. So she's a beautiful woman. She seems cool. And so let's see what happens next.
one of the most rewarding things for me is helping my best friend and see her really accomplish these really incredible goals. So I'd say that's probably it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Did any other real one have a question for this lovely lady? Okay, let's go.
I'm guessing the answer is going to be yes, because you're a dancer, an athlete, a kickboxer. So that doesn't mean that you don't party. The question is, do you handle your alcohol well? And after a certain drink number, do we get a whole new person?
I'd say don't give me tequila for sure. That's a different, I don't know who she is. She's, I won't remember anything and I'll end up with my shoes off. But I'm actually more of a smoker. So I actually don't drink as much. I feel a little bit more in control when I smoke. So
Do you withdraw into your own little world of thinking and creativity, or are you sociable and good to go?
I'd say I'm really sociable. I love to actually go out with my friends, mostly my girlfriends. I don't like when the dudes be trying to dance up on me and all that. I'm like,
Dancing up on me.
yeah, they really try. They really do. But yeah, I'm definitely more go out with my friends kind of vibe. So
How many
yeah.
of those guys that tried to dance up on you have gotten a kick to the head?
Oh God. I throw elbows actually. So I have this tactic where if I'm dancing with my homegirl and some weirdo tries to do some weird stuff, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. I throw my arms everywhere. So if you ever see a girl do that, just take a hint and walk away.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to another real one. Do either of you wonderful gentlemen have a question?
I have a confession.
Okay.
Oh, a confession. Oh.
I didn't want to pop it.
Oh, he doesn't even have it.
Oh, I don't have.
He doesn't
you
have
wanna
a
break
popping
your heart?
device. Yeah.
I'm not rich. I'm poor, so.
You gotta break it. Gotta break it.
I'm an artist. I thought I'd
Yeah,
give
you gotta
the-
break.
So you gotta break it. If you gotta break
gotta
it, now
break
that you have
it.
your heartbreaking device.
Yeah.
Oh, it missed. Okay, because that
shit.
means love wants to. Oh, okay. So let's clarify just what's on the mic. Why are you breaking your heart?
Because I'm not rich. Yeah.
Okay, he's breaking my heart because he's not respectable though. Respectful, like
Would you be willing to tolerate though a humble, not
broke
very
artist?
ballin'?
Broke artist.
I've been there a couple times. I don't want that.
You don't want to broke artist. But that's why I said the artist. I thought she was gonna pop it right away.
Okay.
You're like,
That
"Let
was
me
a
just
hint.
put that up."
Yeah, that's why I had
I
it
don't
out
have
here.
money.
I don't have money.
But she is someone that's your type.
She's adorable. Yeah, like I said, I like that field. Toulouse-Lautrec was one of my favorite painters. He hanged around brothels and stuff. So that world has always been fascinating. It still is. So yeah, she's adorable. Look at her.
Thank you.
Very good. Is he someone that's your type?
I mean, he's super sweet. I feel like for me, like I would have to get to know more about somebody. But I mean, like from the outside, like I feel like I would vibe with you really well. Like especially as a friend. Like absolutely.
You still have 2 hearts. Alan, did you have a question, my man? All right.
You sound like someone who has a great deal of self-respect. What got you into dancing and especially kickboxing? I'm also in Taekwondo. I have a black belt in Taekwondo.
Oh, I did Taekwondo as well when I was younger. I only got to black with a red stripe though. So I was like right under a black belt. Yeah. But what was your original question? Oh my gosh, Taekwondo threw me off.
Okay, you sound like a person who has a great deal of self-respect. What got you into the dancing and especially the kickboxing?
I see. I had been dancing since I was like 12 and I really loved doing like hip hop and just the stage. I used to be really, really shy growing up. So it really helped me like come out of my bubble. And then just doing kickboxing, Taekwondo, I've done a little bit of Krav Maga. So for me, it just helped build my confidence and be able to have those self-defense skills, especially someone like not to be that type of person, but someone that looks like me, like, oh, I wish you would type vibe. Like, so that definitely, they go hand in hand with each other for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a step back because it doesn't look like any more hearts were broken besides the additional 2. You have 3 hearts. Okay. I want them to get to know you a little more. So let's ask this as you kind of face the camera so they see how lovely you are, unless you got to, do it to them. What is your view on religion or politics? Do you want a man that is religious or political or not religious, not political?
Definitely religious. I literally went to church this morning. I know it sounds really weird that I do like twerk and all this stuff, but it's more so of like a spiritual realm kind of thing for me. So definitely someone that's religious. And as far as politics, I feel like I don't allow that to be divisive unless you allow it to be divisive. So it's just one of those conversations that like more so for me, religion for sure.
Okay. Like that might work for these gentlemen. Okay, they're not breaking their heart. Okay,
like, I'm coming every Sunday.
Yeah, I want to throw it back to you. Do you have another essential? Because if not, I'm going to borrow the heartbreaking device again, and this time you can keep it because you already broke his heart. You might have to break one. So, do you have an essential you'd like to ask these gentlemen?
That's really hard. I'd say, who has kids in here? I know you have kids that you didn't know about until kind of recently, but
Okay. Let's talk to this gentleman. Do you have children?
Not yet. Looking forward to it.
Okay, shoot. Okay, I hear him.
And that's why we got to have this real one back because he's ready.
He said, "Let me back on."
Yeah, for real. Let's go to this gentleman. He kind of already said it, but
Yeah.
No children, nieces and nephews, no children.
Okay.
do you have another essential? Because if not, I'm gonna have you pop one.
Right.
I'm gonna have you break a heart.
Oh, let me think. Can any of you guys dance? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, rock and roll all night long.
All night long. Okay, Alan. All right. Dance.
I can. Even though I set aside the martinis, I can still dance.
Okay. Can you dance?
Of course I can dance.
Okay, period.
got
Can
three
I have them do like a little dance move? Like, what would you do in the club?
Let's have each. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
I wanna
willing.
see.
Mark, kick it off. What are you doing to dance?
what we're
Let's
up
get a
to.
good wide. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see. You might dance. Oh.
Okay. You better get that 2-step.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
8,
All right.
5,
Any
6,
step back. Any
7,
step back
8.
in the place?
Yeah.
Okay. Howie. Let's see, Howie. It wasn't. Hey, you don't have to if you don't want to, but she does want to see your moves and.
I do. Oh, he's smooth with it.
Oh, okay.
Give it a little jazzy.
Oh, okay.
He
A little
said,
Frank Sinatra on him.
Ugh.
Okay, very good.
no, I really did give
That was
Frank
hell. He was
Sinatra.
hitting it. I thought he was going to say, "Luck be a lady." All right, Alan, what you got? Unless you're not comfortable. Oh.
I know Alan's about to bust down. Listen.
Okay.
He's got the eye contact.
Oh, okay. He ain't messing around.
Hey,
Okay.
I think
He
he's gonna
surprised
win.
me.
He's
Out of
gonna win.
everybody, I
He's
was
gonna
like, oh, maybe he won't do anything. Maybe he'll stay. So you surprised me with that one for sure.
An engineer and a dancer. He ain't messing around. All right. Well, you got to make a
Space and
decision.
everything.
I can't have you. Got to break one. We got to narrow it down. It's a real one. Unfortunately, we don't have all day. So
Right.
you got to break
Okay.
one based on the dance moves and the other things that you've observed.
Why do I feel like they all took a really big deep breath?
Tough decision. Oh, okay.
But your dance moves were so good, though. I don't want you to think it's your dance moves.
Well, let's do.
I give
He's like,
him
it just popped
They're
on its
good
own.
quality. Now let's do this. You were holding on to your heart for a minute. Tell us why.
I just thought she was gorgeous, and she definitely has got a lot of spunk to her.
Thank you.
It seems like she likes to go out and have a good time.
Tell us why you chose his heart. Why'd you break it?
I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo in my head, and I was like, eeny, meeny, miny. I was like, let me just make a decision. I'll go on the far left. Yeah.
Could he be someone that's your type?
I feel like if, again, like I'm more of those people that like I'd have to get to know you better and like understand like what you're looking for in life. But again, I think he'd be a good friend. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's walk it on back. You got 2 left. We got to narrow it down. Gentlemen, once again, do you have a question for this lovely lady?
My philosophy of life is to be all that I can be in life. What is your philosophy of life?
I'd say for me, I actually have like 3 philosophies for every day, and that's to be funny and goofy, be sexy in some way, and make somebody laugh. So those like every day are things that like I'm constantly focusing on.
Well, for you, that seems to be a natural.
Thank you. Yes, I do. I practice often.
All right.
Yeah, that's a
Howie,
really good one.
another question, or because we got to narrow it down. I just want to be fair.
Would you consider yourself a hypersensitive woman? I don't mean
Right.
sensitive to being critiqued or sensitive. I mean sensitive to, and are you a dog lover?
Oh, I love animals. I grew up around like barn life. Like I was born and raised in Iowa, so like
I was going to say, this is right out of the heartland. Right out.
it really is giving. And then what was the first part of your question? You were asking.
Consider yourself a hypersensitive woman.
I would say I'm definitely like very in tune with my emotions. But I'm a tough cookie. If someone like breaks my heart, I'm like, all right, I'm going this way. I'm gonna focus on myself. So that's just I'm more of like a self-love type of person. So if something hurts my feelings, like I'm gonna go to myself about it.
Very good.
Let me ask a question to the gentleman. We'll start with Howie and then go back to Alan. Where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Well, you said you're popping for Sizzler.
Unless you want something better. In the ideal world, Sizzler, because they're trying to sponsor.
There's some really cool, immersive entertainment events downtown these days, like big, what are they called? The aerialists and the whole dinner and show thing. Great entertainment.
Okay.
Apparently they didn't like theirs either.
But let's take a step back and ask Alan, where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Definitely to a restaurant, something nice like a Guido, so we'd have plenty of time to talk and get to know each other. If you go to something else where we're dealing with entertainment, it kind of distracts. So I'd rather take that time to get to know you personally.
That's hard.
Because you got to narrow it down pretty soon. You got to narrow it down. So take a step back with me so you can kind
Yeah.
of see the scope. You have 2 hearts remaining.
Right.
We've been analyzing, we've been talking, we've been
Hope you guys are
conversing, but
enjoying the
a decision
podcast.
has to
Yeah.
be made.
You guys
2
are
hearts,
doing
but
this.
it's a real one.
Right.
What are you
I'm
thinking?
doing the same thing.
Right now in my mind, it's interesting because I didn't think about it until he brought it up, but like actually going to sit down and talk during a first date is something that is kind of intriguing for me. But also, I love entertainment. I love watching shows. Art is my thing. So it's making it really hard for me.
Tough choice, but you got to make it. Unless you have another essential, I'm sorry, you're going to have to pop.
Yeah, for real though. Showed a real one.
Unless you gentlemen have a question, but after that, we got to narrow it down because we have other-
religion. Do you guys go to church? And if so, if you don't mind me asking, like what religion you believe in?
Great question.
If you do.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the most important faith you can have is in yourself. That's what I work on.
I like
I
it.
do want to answer her second question.
Right.
She talked about what faith are you specifically?
Faith in myself.
Period. Well, you better rep it too.
Let's go to this real one.
I'm a deeply spiritual individual who is now, this freaks a lot of people out, but I'm what's called a Messianic Jew. Do you
Interesting.
understand what that is?
No.
Break it down.
The Jews have been waiting for the Messiah.
Yeah.
There are many Jews, more and more, that believe he came.
Amen. He did. He did, but I won't start preaching. But anyway, yeah. So you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. Now, you did say you go to church.
Yeah.
Right. So if neither,
Right.
well, make your decision.
Well, and fun fact, I actually dance for bar mitzvahs too. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bar mitzvahs. Yeah, I'm like one of the hype girls. I'm like, yeah, let's go, kids, sing that Taylor Swift.
I used to MC bar mitzvahs and weddings.
No, literally, I'm training to be an MC.
After a number of bar mitzvahs and the mothers, I went to the guy that owned the company and said, "I do all the weddings you want. It's the happiest day. I cannot do any more bar mitzvahs." And I was
No,
raised in New York
those kids
Jewish.
get down though.
Jewish.
They get
All right.
down.
So what are you gonna do? You got to make a decision.
Oh, I thought she was
I didn't
gonna
want to
kick
scare you.
that.
Now, you had your heart not
Oh,
broken
man.
for a period of time. Tell us why.
Oh shit.
I'm very impressed with this young lady.
Oh,
And there's always more. So I wish you all the best. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Tell us why you broke it.
It was really just like, not necessarily, for me, it's more of like a relation to somebody else. So like, I was like, oh my God, I've done the bar mitzvahs, all these things. So I think for me, it's just like, the more I get to know somebody, the more I get to kind of like unlock. And then for me, I can make that connection. So with you, I love your energy. I love what you do for work. I love your passion. I think I just like connected with him maybe a little bit more.
Okay. Well, let me have him step out because I'll just ask a few more questions. But if you feel you connected, then I got to ask maybe 3 more essential questions here. I'm going to go for the straight up one. I think I already know the answer. Is she someone that's your type?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
She's a woman.
Love that,
course.
especially in 2025.
Period.
Is he
Yo,
someone that's your type?
Let me pause.
It's interesting because
From the side, he kind of looks like Al Pacino a little bit. I don't know why he's got that Al Pacino look. Yeah, shout out to Al Pacino, Scarface, Tony Montana. But from the side there too, with this guy in the glasses, he kind of has that little bit of Al Pacino look too. So that's pretty cool. Just saying. I could be totally wrong about it too. Feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about the first part. How long is this episode so far? Hold on. We're about 23 minutes in. Oh wow. So that's going by pretty quick. You see that too? I don't know. I could be totally wrong about it. I mean, like teach your own, I guess, when it comes to with like, with this guy too. So yeah, Scarface. My name is Tony Montana. Yes, Scarface. Classic movie. Crazy movie, but classic movie. So yeah, definitely. For sure. And she's a beautiful woman too. I feel like she's very distinguished and successful in her own right. Just very passionate, I should say the least. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, let's continue.
when I think of a type, I used to have a type and now I'm like totally breaking what I thought that boundary was. So I feel like in relation to understanding what a new type could be, I feel like he does like kind of fall in that category.
Okay. So my final question is, do you believe this could be a real one connection?
That possibility exists. What am I going to turn her away?
Do you believe?
I mean, I wouldn't be offended, but
And I'll ask you, do you believe this could be a real one connection?
I mean,
I'm going to say this 26-year-old dancer from the heartland who has no children. The only alcohol issue is don't be in public with me if I'm drinking tequila. I'm going to turn that away.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So my question for you, do you believe this could be a real one connection?
Honestly.
I mean, for me, I'm so hesitant to like say yes to anything, but I feel like I would want to get to know him even more before I ever said anything.
So that could be a first date, or do you want to break the heart? That's up to you.
Ooh.
So you have thick skin.
Oh, okay. Didn't break. Wow. she's
No,
gonna
but I still want to know more about you later, though.
break. Okay.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. You hope you don't want to just take advantage of him because that'll be messed up. But I feel like she's looking for like a younger version of a sugar daddy. Like when it comes to like, I don't know why, but this feels like with her. I'm not trying to like stereotype certain white girls, but like I'm getting a snow buddy vibe from her too. I'm just saying. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I'm sensing that. So when it comes to with her, I mean, she's beautiful and all that. She's gorgeous. It's just like with her, she's got like a little bit of wild side. So, and she's 26, so she's got her whole life ahead of her when it comes to finding that kind of compatible partner, if she chooses to do so. I could be totally wrong, Melinda. I could be totally wrong. that's what I'm saying, open to interpretation. I'm just listening and observing like you guys are doing right now when it comes to watching this podcast, and just really being quiet with it is just like I don't know. It's like she looking for a brother with some money too. Like she looking for like an Idris Elba, looking for a Dwayne Johnson, or looking for I don't know, Michael Jackson kind of type of dudes. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those things. So I don't know. I'm just feeling that from her. So, or she's probably looking for this.
Sound like a porno star.
I don't know. She's looking for a good time. She's 26. She's got a whole lot ahead of her, and she's established. So that's really cool too. So, yeah, I get that, Kay. So when it comes, I mean, the guy in the glasses, it seems like a cool dude. He's very straightforward, and I respect that about people who are straightforward. So, especially from a genuine place too. So, because I'm inspired to be that way too. So, yeah, definitely. So I understand that too. She's probably like trying to explore her options too. But she wants to get to know people too, like with this guy and the other people. That's cool. But hey, teach your own, I guess. But yeah, let's continue.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, so do the federal authorities.
Oh my God.
He keeps making those jokes.
Hey, I don't want to know. I don't
Step
know.
back into the lineup.
I have nothing to do with that.
Step back into the lineup. And this is how we're going to do it. Gentlemen, can we clap it up for this lovely lady? She is a real one. She came out. Thank you for coming out. I'll take that mic, and you can head off that way. And we thank you so much for coming out. We really do. All right. Well, after that wonderful immersive experience, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready.
Anyways, first things first. When planning a picnic date at a park, ensure...
Team that's ready for her king. How you doing?
Just gotta stay.
Wonderful. You are perfect. Thank you for coming on the real. Oh, step forward. No, you're good. Come towards me. No, we don't want you to run yet. Would you? Well, not at all. Yes. Would you share with these gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Hold up. Did she wear the rain boots with the dress? Hold up.
Okay, my name is Kayla. I'm 24 years old, and I do live streaming mostly and acting.
Are they rain boots or
okay?
Boots? They look like you're about to dip in the rain, like she gonna sing in the rain and stuff. What the hell? No disrespect to her. Her dress looks good, but it doesn't match the outfit. Don't you think? Yeah, I think the other girl likes taller men too, so probably like 6 foot or above. But yeah, the girl with the pink dress with the boots, like, huh? That threw me off. I was like, wait a minute. What's up with the boots? Sister, what you doing? No disrespect, but I was like, wait a minute. Those are singing in the rain boots, Oh, shit. So, anyways, let's continue. Them boots are throwing me off for some reason. But anyways.
Got an entertainer here. That's a beautiful thing.
Literally.
Would you share with these gentlemen what makes you a real one?
Wait a minute. How the dress is so tiny and the boots are so big. Yeah, thank you. I was thinking the same thing, Kay. I was like, wait, what? What the hell? You can see that on. Hey, yo, Kay. Shit. No disrespect to his sister. She's beautiful, but the boots, though, what the fuck? Like, you gotta, match, you gotta coordinate, like the late, great John Witherspoon that says, too. Gotta coordinate the outfit. You gotta match head to toe. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? What's going on with them boots? About to jump in the puddle or something. And singing in the rain or something. She is beautiful. She's beautiful. Yeah. Just like the last girl. She's beautiful in her own way. But them boots are throwing me off. Like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? But she's showing if she wants to dress that way, more power to her. But it's just throwing me off with how the outfit is. Like, the fuck? So, But anyways, let's continue.
Oh, what makes me a real one is I just keep it real. You know, I don't really hide stuff. I'm just really upfront. That makes me a real one, I guess, right?
That's the best way to be.
Yeah.
Honesty, transparency. What are you looking for in a real one?
The same. You know, I don't like people who beat around the bush. I don't like too many secrets. Just like be straight. I mean, life is too short. You know?
Okay, very good. In relationships, there's something called heartbreakers, red flags, things you're not going to tolerate. What are some things you're not going to tolerate from a partner?
Aggressiveness.
Aggressiveness. Aggressive.
Yeah, because it's too much in that in the world. I don't need to, have that with my people.
Any others besides the aggression?
Laziness.
Okay.
You know, I like to chill, but like laziness is different.
Okay. We don't want a lazy man. All right. You have no broken hearts. So you're looking pretty good. That means they're feeling you. That means they appreciate your beauty and your real one aspects. So we're going to go a little deeper, if that's okay, so we can get to know her a little more. I do have to ask this. I get surprised every time. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. Would you like to be married?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any children?
No.
Would you like to have children?
Yeah, that's true. Boots are made for walking, That's true. Yeah, that's true. And definitely. Yep.
In the future?
Yes.
Okay. And a lot of these real ones are open. We just learned that. So that's a great thing.
Oh, really?
Let's go for one of the essential ones that gets a little crazy sometimes, religion or politics. Do you want a partner that's a specific religion or religious or spiritual or not religious, not political?
Not super religious, but I think it's important to have beliefs. I mean, it just really depends because like I'm a spiritual person, but I really respect all religions. So like that's never been a deal breaker for me. Like as a spiritual person and then my man's Muslim or something.
Okay. So just have some belief system, something to back you up.
Something, you know, because if you don't, then it's like something's wrong.
Yeah, even if it's believing in yourself, as some would say.
Exactly.
Okay, very good. All right. No broken hearts. Goodness gracious, you are killing the game. I'm going to have to offer it to you now. Technically, I could ask to borrow a heartbreaking device and you'd have to break a heart based on appearance, but we don't want to do that on a real one. So I want to see if you have an essential question you'd like to ask each of these gentlemen to narrow down the love search.
I guess occupancy. What is everyone's occupation?
Okay, take a step forward. We're going to walk and talk. So let's do this right here with this real one. Name, age, and what do you do for work?
Max 105, and I did computer animation.
105.
He looks good, doesn't he?
Great is the word.
You look wonderful.
Well, thank you. Is 105 is that real? That's amazing.
He said, and nowadays, sometimes they identify crew. If they identify as they, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta, okay. Let's go to this real one. Name, age, and make sure you cheat towards the camera so they see your lovely face. Okay, great. You can still make eye contact because this is a handsome man. Name, age, and what was her question? Occupation.
Okay. Good afternoon. Alan, young 76, engineer, filmmaker, and teacher.
Oh, wow. Multifaceted. I love that.
All right, let's go to our next real one here. Name, age, and occupation.
Manuel Galloway, security.
Okay.
And retired.
Retired.
And of security.
Oh,
Security.
Period. Okay. Very secure, I guess.
He holds it down. He'll hold you down.
Okay. So like if someone was trying to attack me, I could.
And to be on.
Do you see the guns poking through that jacket?
I do.
He don't play.
Yeah, he don't
play. But let's go to our next real one here. Name, age, and occupation.
Yeah, hi, Kayla. Mark Lawrence. I'm 66 years young.
Okay.
I'm a doctor's assistant, and I'm also a music producer.
Oh, I love
I
that.
have to have them playing. Get some airplay all over the place, everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
Rock and roll.
Talented musician here, for real. I'll have you.
Producer.
No, yeah, he's a producer.
Producer. Yeah, you've heard some.
Different. Okay, so producing beats. I might need to hit you up.
So let's go name, age, and occupation.
I'm Howie.
Okay. Ooh,
I broke 50. She walked in, I'm thinking Foxy Brown, you know?
Okay, that's a compliment.
It really is.
So I produce and provide all sorts of entertainment for parties, private homes, country clubs, wineries, magicians, hypnotists, comedians, bands, dancers. That's what I do.
So like you do events?
Events, yeah.
That's really cool.
But private homes, like we've done parties for as little as 11, 12 people.
Lovely. Sounds good.
We'll party with you. You got a partier right there. Yeah. Let's take a step back with me because you
Hey,
have
the
to
guy in the
observe the
black
landscape
shirt,
here. You have
yeah.
no broken hearts. So what we're going to have to do is make a decision. You're going to, I got to ask to borrow your heartbreaking advice. If you need it back, let me know, Mr. 105. And you're going to have to break one heart. I'm sorry, but in the game of love, based on those responses, you got to see how handsome they are, got to hear how great they are.
Okay.
You got to break one.
Okay.
And you can just walk down, do your thing.
All right. I'm gonna start with you. I'm so sorry, love. All right.
Okay. Now let me ask him a question really quick. You were holding on to your heart. Tell us why.
Lots of potential here. I like what I see. I like what I hear.
Okay. Tell us why you broke it.
Honestly, I don't remember what you said you did, and that was a thing for me because I remembered everyone's else. I'm so sorry. That's why.
You don't remember what I said, what I did.
Yes, it like left my mind, so I was just like, damn.
Maybe it was too much.
Perhaps.
It's funny. You're 76. You remember everything. She's young and she barely. So it's got an opposite
I
here.
actually have a really good memory. Okay, please don't take this against me.
Tell her one more time what you do because I remember.
It's multidimensional. It's engineer, filmmaking, and teaching.
Right.
He's the
yes,
trio.
You were the.
He's the
you were
triple
that.
dipper.
Yes, you were that. Okay. Right.
So why'd you break it? Besides, is that the only reason? Not remembering.
I remember the teacher part. I promise I did, but I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So is that's the only reason you're breaking is because you couldn't remember?
Yeah, like
Okay.
literally. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type aesthetically? Or?
I wouldn't say that, but I like that you have multiple things. You know, because I'm like that. I do multiple things, so that's interesting to me.
Interesting. All right. Let's take a step back because you don't have any more broken hearts. I think, Howie, keep that heart in front of you because that's where your heart is beating in front. You have 4. You have 4 hearts remaining. So I want to go a little deeper then. You're going to like this question, I think. We're going to hear from the gentleman. Where would you take this lovely lady on a first date? Ooh. Let's try that. So you already shared your name and age. So walk forward with me. Where are you going to take her?
Well, I'm a vegetarian, so probably a nice place with Whole Foods and have lunch and get to know each other first and foremost.
Okay.
Great. Let's
I like
take a step
that.
forward to this wonderful real one. Where are you taking her on a first date?
A little seafood out on a pier somewhere, you know, on a little balcony part, you know. That's about it.
Okay. Let's take a
Sounds
step
good.
forward. First date.
Well, we would go to a restaurant. We would put our phones away for about an hour and really get to know each
that's
other.
a good answer.
Then we would go see the band play.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Okay.
You got it figured out
Let's
already.
go to this one right here. First date.
There's a restaurant, a hotel on Main Street in Santa Monica, Lowe's, and they have a bar up all the way up on top, and you can see the ocean. And
I know Lowe's.
I take her for happy hour and chat.
Okay. Love a happy hour.
Ready to
Right?
chat? We'll see what happens. Okay, let's get the scope here. Do you have an essential question you'd like to ask these real ones? An essential.
I guess what's the most important thing when looking for a woman?
All right. Most important thing, we're going to do it after this. You're going to have to break another one. So make sure you're paying extra attention.
Okay.
Sincerity, modesty, humility.
Perfect.
Short and sweet. All right. What are you looking for?
Real.
Real.
The name of it. Amen. Real. What are you looking for?
Honesty, and somebody doesn't get facelifts all the time.
Okay.
All the time. So a few facelifts are okay. Not all the time.
Fair,
But black
fair,
don't
fair.
crack, so you're going to be okay
Don't worry-
for
don't worry
forever.
about that.
All right. And kind sir?
She gets my jokes. She's trustworthy and sensitive and fun, easy to be with, and doesn't become a different person after the second cocktail.
Okay.
You become a different person after the...
I wouldn't say a different person.
A different person, negative different person. If it's all fun and games,
I'm
fantastic.
enhanced. That's the word.
You're a handful?
Enhanced.
Enhanced.
Yeah, my
Gets even better.
personality enhances.
Okay, that's
You're happy
good.
with that.
Good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a step back. I
Okay.
hate to make you do it, but you got to break one. We got to narrow this love search down.
Okay.
Based on those responses,
Based on the responses.
The boots are still throwing me off.
I'm so sorry,
done.
love, but
She's cool.
gotta-
Boots, though.
pop that. Just because, I mean,
use your mic.
the seafood was cool. I don't know. Probably a little bit more. I need a little bit more personality there. It just didn't seem that much.
Let me say this.
Okay.
One, I want a woman that's into church, into Christ. You wasn't really in feeling all that, but I still gave you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
My whole thing about taking you out, you just don't go all out. you got to see where that person's coming with first.
Yeah.
Now, if we would have went out on a date, then the skies would have been the limit as long as I got to know you during that time. So
you should have led with that. I definitely wasn't saying like a more, I wasn't saying more, just like more personality into what you initially said, because it seemed like it was just kind of bland, like, oh, seafood, that's it. All right, cool.
Well, I can't explain the whole night to you like that.
You could have added some.
I mean, I could have took you up to the coast. We could have.
You could have said that.
We could have went for a ride. I
could have
got the
said that.
convertible back. We could have been rolling, got the heat on if it was too cold, etc., etc. But like I said, you never know.
Now you were holding on to your heart. So is she someone that's your type?
She was cool for a hot minute.
Ooh, for a hot minute.
What made her switch up? What made her switch up at the last minute?
Well, at first of all, I was like I said, I was giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Okay. My whole thing is I don't rush into anything.
Okay.
So basically, when I would have picked you up and your personality was kicking and we was kicking it and we was meeting each other,
okay,
it would have been on.
All right. Well,
but I don't believe in explaining myself like that. I'm more or less more action than explaining.
Okay. I'll let you have it.
Okay. And now you see the blingage. So this man is well. Let me not put him on the spot. He's looking fresh. Now, is he someone that's your type?
As far as I would say, I like that you gotta know what you want. You just didn't say it up front, you gotta say it up front.
Baby, what you want me to do? Tell you I want to take you on out of here right now and we just take off?
Yes.
I could have.
Exactly.
But I didn't want to be that rude and be that blunt.
That's not rude. That's not rude. I told you from the beginning, I like directness.
Were you ready to roll?
You got some other hearts. The heart is broken. He's ready though. Let's take a step back. So we still have some hearts open. Okay, so he was trying to reverse it, but when a heart is broken, but it's okay. Hey, you're gonna be okay. So we got 3 hearts. He said he's tripping. Do you have a question, my man? Are you tripping 105?
It's kicking in right now, but I'm okay.
Okay, something's kicking in, so we might feel. Is it a real one connection? Maybe kicking in.
Yeah, she's adorable. I mean, look at her. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that heart was broken. I want to go a little deeper now. I want to start to ask more essential questions. This is always a good one. What's your love language?
Mine?
I want to know about you, and maybe they'll like that.
My love language would probably be words of affirmation or physical touch.
You gotta talk to her nice and touch her, guys. So at the right time, of course, not right now, but at the right time. Now, you did volunteer. You said, Pointer, I want to come on the Jaguar edition. So you like the older gentleman? Can you tell me why?
Yeah, because I feel like I said, I just like to know, I know what I want. And I feel like a lot of older men know what they want. Opposed to younger guys, they're just all over the place. And some older guys.
Let me ask you, for the women out there who are listening to this, is that true? When it comes to with older men knowing what they want and younger guys are still kind of undecisive about that? Even like with me too, being in my late 30s, I'm really understanding myself as a person and knowing what I want in life too. Not just like with relationships, but like just like in life in general. So feel free to share your own feelings and opinions and thoughts about it, especially to the women out there who are listening, if that's true about men or men itself. If you want to just, share your answers as well, feel free. Or if you guys are enjoying the podcast, feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about that as well. So let's continue. Let you guys just figure it out.
This can be 2, but not the majority.
Right. And we got the real ones here. They know what they want down to the T, and that's why they're here. So, all right, gentlemen, I'm going to offer to you.
Let me see. I have found immaturity. Yeah, immaturity it is like a problem too, because people, like, the person doesn't want to just learn to be a new person. And they're just stuck in their own ways, basically, with someone being immature. So I get that, Kay. I get that, especially if someone doesn't want to just change for the better and you're stuck in your own ways. So I get that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It does. It really depends on the person too. Exactly. Oh yeah, definitely. Lack of emotional intelligence. Oh yeah, that's a good one, Kay. Definitely, for sure. So yeah, thank you for sharing your answers, everyone. You guys are intelligent, awesome people, especially to all the men and women out there who are listening. So let's continue.
Y'all, again, do you have an essential? Because if not, she's going to have to go through the next round of pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Any questions? Yeah, do you have a question? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I love it. No, come on down. No, we got to ask these questions as we narrow it down.
It's not so essential.
Yeah, exactly. Personal growth is evolution. So it's kind of like people don't want to just do that for their own good. And especially, I get it if people are pressuring you to do that. And just like if it's just turning you off, I understand that. But like just really being totally against that in general when it comes to who you are as a person, whether you're a man or a woman too, it's just like, personal growth is the way to evolution. So it's just like how you grow and how you learn from your mistakes and, being grateful for your achievements and all that. You know how it is. And really just, when it comes to with personal growth, just really continue to do that. Even like with me, I try my best to just really practicing personal growth, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if I feel lazy or uncomfortable or I don't want to do it, I'll just find ways to do it. So yeah, that's a good one, something to look out for too. Good answer, Kay. Thank you for sharing that. Seriously, that is powerful. Powerful. So powerful. Yeah, definitely. And you hit the nail on the head there too.
As I can tell, good, very good energy here. Just a curious question.
Okay.
What's it like to have 0% body fat?
I have 17%, but
You could say it's fantastic.
I guess. I mean, it's just what I'm born with,
Yes.
I don't have to do too much work for it. Just like
You got good genes.
yeah, genetics, blessed.
Amen. Highly favored.
Yes, you are
Yeah,
blessed.
exactly.
Okay. Mark, do you have a question?
You're
Yes, I do.
blessed, my friend.
I love your
Yes,
70s
you're
look.
blessed.
Oh,
With them
thanks.
boots though,
Now,
they just stand
what
out
do you
with that
eat?
dress.
Like,
What
what's
the
your
hell?
typical day? Like, what do you have for, lunch, and what do you have for dinner? Do you have like you don't like take 2 bites? And
I don't really
That's
eat
it.
lunch. I only just mostly eat breakfast and dinner.
what do you eat?
For breakfast, it's kind of always the same thing. It's literally just like eggs, spinach.
A good portion? A good
Yeah,
portion?
yeah. Always eggs, spinach, rice. Or if I don't do that, I
I'm
like
trying to eat a little
sausage.
better myself.
Oh well, yeah.
I figure I'll last a few more years.
Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely wants that. She wants someone she can
for sure.
have a few years with. Do you have a question, Max?
I don't.
Okay. We don't. Let me ask you. I think the men may want to know: can you cook?
Yes, I mean, I do cook. There's no one else to cook for me, so I gotta cook.
Can
my
you?
own.
Can you not just cook? Can you throw down?
I can actually. I'm not even lying here. Okay, both of my parents are very, very great chefs, so I took after them, and I cook everything.
Yeah, sister.
Okay.
That's what's
You know
up.
what? You got to use your heartbreaking
That's
device. You
all
got to
the
break
awesome
one.
words out there.
We got to narrow it down. Time is winding down to get our next real one in. So
Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry.
based on what you heard, based on what you heard, yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry, I gotta pop yours.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There was almost, I'll tell you why. I was gonna do him, but I like his style.
My boy Fresh. Okay.
Yeah, I had to do the leverage. I like your personality, actually, but he has good personality and style. So I had to.
Wavy at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. Now you were holding on to your heart. Tell us why.
She's cute. Look at her. Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's my job is.
I don't know what she's inside. That's why you get to know someone. But yeah, on the outside, she's beautiful. Seems sensible. Yeah.
Very good. Could he be if he had maybe dressed a little? I think he's fresh, but could he be
Oh
someone?
yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with your fit at all.
You just wanted a little extra, an extra New York Jew down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's hot, man. That man is hot. That's why we had him back.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you got 2 hearts left. So,
Okay.
do you have an essential question that you want to ask either one of those gentlemen as we narrow this thing down?
Yes. What do you like to do, like on your free time or anything for fun?
Okay.
That's
let's walk it
important.
down. Yes, it truly is. We'll ask Mark first. Free time. What do you like to do?
I like to go to sporting events.
Okay.
I like all the football teams, the Dodgers, Rams. Obviously, music is my thing, so I love to go to concerts. Pretty much love to do anything. Okay. I'm one of those guys that very easygoing, low key. Nothing bothers me. Whatever I'm doing, I'm happy. Especially if I wake up in the morning.
Okay. That's
All right.
excellent.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I like, hiking, getting out and about, exploring.
Okay.
Being out in nature is very good.
Yeah.
And I love I get, what do they call it, Netflix and chill.
You like to Netflix and chill.
No expectation.
Yo, my man. Did y'all hear that shit? Yo. He's too damn blunt. Yo. Golly. Netflix and chill and shit. Yo, I appreciate his honesty, but damn, son. Yo,
Look at him being all.
No expectations. Just I like relaxing at home.
Okay. That's lit.
Beautiful.
I love that.
All right.
Pretty cool. Netflix and chill.
Keep it. Let it marinate because you got some decisions to make. Really, I don't want you to rush into anything. What are you feeling right now? How are you feeling about your two hearts?
In what way?
Are you feeling like you want to keep them alive? Or are you feeling like you want to break them?
I don't know. I need some more insight. I don't know.
Do you have another essential?
I don't. Not at the top of my head.
I can go a little deeper. We talked about love languages. We talked about this. In an ideal relationship, I want to talk about pet peeves because you can still have someone that you like a lot, but there have pet peeves, little things that if over time it just kind of fries your brain. Do you have any pet peeves?
Yes. Actually, I think I have some. I'm not one to keep up with those type of things though. But if I had to think of one, I would say too many random noises.
Give me an example.
Some guys make random noises all the time. It's just like,
random noises. Like she just went,
And it's okay. So, just be walking and like, and I'm like, damn, are you okay?
Well, with age, that might come. But for them, we got them Taekwondo, so it's not a problem in this lineup. This lineup's okay.
But like all the time, too much.
Okay.
I can't do the
no random noises.
Yeah.
Any others?
Yes, not cleaning. It's okay because actually I'm very clean. I love to clean, but if a man they don't clean after themselves, I think that there's something wrong with that. Yeah, that's it.
Well, it seems they're both clean, so you're okay. They didn't break their heart on that. Guys, if you don't have one more essential for her, I am gonna have to have her break a heart. Yeah, or two, unless it depends on what you're feeling. But gentlemen, any essentials? Okay, after this, get your heartbreaking device ready. What's your question?
Okay.
I have a few cats. You like cats?
I do like cats.
I'm definitely into cats.
Okay, cool. I love cats. Okay. All right.
Question or?
Do you like dogs?
I love all animals.
Well, there you go.
So I'm an animal person.
Not good.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Do you like true crime shows? Are you a true crime?
Oh my God. No.
That's good. That means you don't have to worry about her figuring out how she's going to do you in.
Okay. I thought he was going to say, oh, damn, that's my, that's my thing. Okay.
Thinking about it. Okay.
I've seen many a true crime episode.
I've seen a couple, but not.
There's more and more women coming out as suspects and felon, convicted. That
he keeps talking about felons and convictions. I'm thinking of cops ain't outside. Okay. All right. You're going to make a decision. I'm not going to make you walk back. Are you ready to make a decision?
I guess.
Okay. I want you to break the heart that you're not
kind. Put it on her. She's very kind.
And I wish we had all day, but we don't.
Right.
Other real ones have opportunities. So, what are you thinking? You gotta break a heart.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Oh. Okay. Now you were holding on. So tell us why you were holding on.
Me? Why I was holding on? Again, you ask silly questions.
It's my job. They make me do it.
She's very sweet. She's very kind. She's look at her. Why not hold on?
Okay.
Now tell us why you broke.
Well, it was very hard to choose because you guys are both great. You have great personalities, and I can talk to a lot of people, but you seem very easy to talk to. I just connect a little bit more with you just because of music and everything. I'm like that. Music.
I forgot to tell her that I can rock. But that's okay.
Damn, yeah.
I was kicked out of Glee Club in second grade.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you, okay, tell me this. Could he be your type if he had mentioned the music?
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, you were already there. It's just I had to make a choice. So it was a tough decision. Okay. So I went with...
It's part of adulthood, making hard decisions.
Isn't it?
Well, okay, we're right here. Now, we got to rush things, actually. So let me just ask the straight-up question. I think I know the answer. Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
Well, that's
Is
good.
he someone that's your type?
Overall, considering some things, yes.
Okay. Well, let me have him step back here and we'll see what happens. We're going
shit, is
to
it
ask
gonna
a
happen?
final question for both. Because it was the type question. Now, here's my
shit,
final
is it gonna
question.
happen?
All
Do
right.
you
gonna
believe
happen?
this could be a real one
You gonna
connection?
hook up?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I love the 70s vibe.
Okay.
It
Okay.
was a great time in my
Yeah, but
life,
the
and she
boots
reminds
are
me of
throwing
from
me
the
off, though,
70s.
yo.
I really believe
And a
that.
real happy person.
Okay.
You have to bring around people, you know?
Absolutely.
Love that. No,
They're going to
it's
make
not
you look good.
Very good. Let me ask this. Do you believe that this could be a real one connection?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's clap it up. We got a real one connection. Clap, gentlemen. We did it. We got him. So let me take your mic. I'll take your heartbreaking device. Oh, you don't. Oh, you got it. Yeah. Y'all go off on that way. Go plan something. Maybe go to that sizzler.
Yo, them boots. Yo, what's up? Michelle's looking for you. What's up? What's good? What's good? So you hope you're having a busy but yet awesome and fun weekend when it comes to with everything that you're going through right now. So big shout out to you, Michelle, when it comes to just, being here too. And I appreciate you for just taking the time from your busy day to really just being here. And if you've been listening for the last, I don't know, hour or so, it's just when it comes to with the two that just got hooked up with the one in the pink dress, she's beautiful, but the boots were just threw me off. But yeah, I'm glad they got hooked up. Hopefully it works out for them, respectfully. So I don't know. It's just like, oh man, this is something else. So this episode's going by pretty quick too. It's like I'm not sure how many people are left in the lineup when it comes to like trying to pick the right kind of partner per se too. So let's see where it goes.
Dinner. Clap it up for him one more time. We connected. We had a real one connection. Thank you so much. All right. Well, if that's the case, let's
that's
get
all
ready
good.
for our next real one. Let's get ready.
I
We are ready for our penultimate real one. Would my next lovely lady come on in? How you doing, lovely lady?
Who's next?
I'm good.
Wonderful. Would you share with these kings your name, your age, and what you do?
Sure. I'm Anastasia Washington. I'm 41, and I'm a actress and comedian.
Beautiful. All right. She's got some jokes for you guys. Now tell us this. What are you looking for in a real one?
Okay. I want trust, and I want honesty. I want to have a good time, so I want somebody that's not too uptight. I love humor,
Have you got some jokes? Okay.
Yeah,
Bounce off each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Tell us this. In relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers. Some call them red flags. What are some things that are a red flag to you?
Ooh, the first lie I catch you in is a red flag, and I probably, even if it's like a little one, it just kind of makes me on edge and makes me think there's more coming.
Understood.
It's a big red flag for me.
Any others that are on the top of your mind?
I guess. I mean, I don't have like a super you don't have to have a certain car or anything like that. It's just kind of like a vibe. Like if you're like rude to people in front of me, I think that makes me think that you're not a nice person.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be rude. Okay. You don't have any broken hearts yet, so you're looking pretty. Oh, looks like one. Okay. He was trying to break. Two broken. Okay, let's go figure out what happened. Okay.
Do I go with you?
Yeah, you're gonna go with me.
Okay,
Yeah, I want you to walk with me.
Okay.
Let's go to this wonderful real one right here. Let's go to this real one right here. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Manuel Galloway, just not my fit.
Okay. Do you want to describe what makes her not your fit?
Just not my fit.
Okay, just not your fit. Is he someone that's your type?
That's your fit, huh?
Not normally, no.
Okay. What makes him not normally your type?
I don't know. Like the vibe is off.
Vibe is off.
For me.
Okay. Chemistry.
Yeah,
Kinda lacking?
chemistry. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to this wonderful real one right here and figure out what happened. Let's go name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Howie, I broke 50. What I do for a living again?
You don't have to. No, but share why you broke that heart.
No, you just said it. Chemistry. There was no chemistry. I didn't feel any. Like if I were at a party and she was across the room, I wouldn't be compelled to go. I have to go talk to this woman.
Okay. Now, based on the aesthetic,
Feeling
nice
mutual.
color and stuff, is she someone that's your type aesthetically?
That particular style of fashion, is not my style. God don't love me any more than he loves her, but it's not my style.
Oh, understood.
Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
No, not really. Yeah, I don't think that we have a good vibe.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
makes him not? What makes the chemistry lack? What element is missing?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of reiterating what he said. Like, I wouldn't probably approach. Yeah.
Understood. All
Yeah,
right. Well,
yeah.
it looks like you have two that would approach. Maybe. You got two real ones right here that are ready to get to know a little bit more about you.
Okay.
So let's get to know a little bit.
All
more.
right.
Let's go for this. Have you ever been married?
No, I have not been married.
Would you like to be married?
I'm open to it.
Okay.
I have been engaged before a couple times.
A couple times.
Just like two.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is a couple. Yeah. Let's go for this. Do you have children?
No, I do not have children.
Would you like to have children?
I'm open to it, but I'm not. It's not like a goal of mine.
Okay. Interesting. Let's go for one more essential, and then I might throw it to the gentleman, or to you if you have an essential. But religion or politics? Do you want a partner that is of a specific religion, or religious in general, spiritual, or do you want them political, not political?
I would rather them be like overall spiritual, but not a certain denomination, because I'm just not like really religious like that.
Okay.
Political, I would like them to be pretty liberal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hit me. All right.
I figured we would.
All right. Hey, you never know. these
We'd
days,
exit one.
Okay. All right. So that did get a broken heart. It's a great question. Let's take a step forward and figure out what happened. Name, age, why you broke that heart.
Name, Max, age 105. I guess I care a lot about, I used to be very liberal. I changed the last year. So I became independent and became even more active in trying to figure out why we're going down.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm just curious, though you might fire me for this, but what made you kind of start leaning the other direction?
The draconian COVID laws not making me able to fly or visit someone that I had a funeral to go to, all because of what seems to be right now a big scam.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for that. Now, could she be aesthetically someone that's your type?
Yeah, I'm more of a person that looks inside and gets to know people, gets to know people, like I said with the other two. So, yeah. That's
understood. Okay. Could he be someone that's your type?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's not really. But I also just think that, like, politically, we're not really aligned. Yeah.
That could make him not your type, just from
Correct. Yeah, because I would be vaccinated. So, and then that would be a problem, you know?
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Couldn't fly together. You'd have to go Spirit and she'd have to go Delta. Sponsor us both, please. But okay, let's take a step forward. We're not going to rush anything too crazy,
Okay.
but we do have one heart. So step
Okay,
forward,
all
because
right.
we have one heart remaining.
Okay.
So we're not going to rush it. We're just going to ask some questions. Now, you
Okay.
have your heart not broken, so name, age, and tell us why.
My name's Alan, very young, 76, and engineer, programmer, teacher, filmmaker, a lot of creative things.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
And why have you not broken your heart?
I'm curious. She's got some creativity. I find that's kind of admirable. So I'm
you.
just curious about to learn more.
Okay. Did you have any essential questions you'd like to ask this lovely woman?
One question I do have, I was looking at your T-shirt. I'm just wondering what inspired you to get the names and all that stuff that's on the T-shirt. What's
Oh,
that
my
say?
T-shirt is Gullah Gullah Island, which is a old kids show from when I was a kid, and it's like one of the first Black puppet like kid shows, and it's pretty like revolutionary for what it was at the time.
Very
So
interesting.
It's very nostalgic and also talks about Geechee culture.
And that's why she won Culture Creator. This is a very cultured biracial baddie here. She knows what's up. Now, did you have a question for him?
Sure. So you said filmmaker. What kind of films do you make?
I get involved with only films that have no violence in them whatsoever. I'm against violence as a form of entertainment. So everything I get involved with or create has no violence whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
Does that not work for you? Let me borrow a heartbreaking device from you, kind sir, because it looks like she's going, oh.
Can I pause?
If you have to, if you have to break the heart, because that
sorry.
face normally means.
I'm so sorry.
the opposite. I think that's what we're about to learn. Tell us, why are you breaking your heart?
I'm a horror movie fanatic and filmmaker and writer and actress, scream queen. So that would be a little.
She's all for.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now,
sorry.
besides that, the filmmaking differences, could he be your type?
He seems very nice. I would love to have conversations with him, but I think we're like opposed on some pretty essential things about my personality. So, unfortunately,
is she someone that's your type?
Could be very interesting. I think we'd like to explore.
All right. Well, let's take a step back and say for a few, because it looks like all of the hearts were broken. But gentlemen, can we clap it up for this lovely lady? She is a real one. She came all the way out here, and we thank her so much. I'll take that mic. Thank you so much, and you can head out that way that you came in. And we appreciate her coming out. Thank you so much. Clap it up one more time, just so she knows that she is a real one. And I love her for that. All right, we have one more real one that is coming up. Gentlemen, are you ready for our final real one? Wonderful. Let's get ready for our final real one. Let's get ready.
About things that are just going on in life. What singer claims to have hit it first? It being Kim K. I hit it message.
Raise it?
Get to that point. Goodness gracious. I hit it first. She may move on to rappers.
A man who's...
Oh, shit. Did I skip this shit? Yo. Sorry about that. Anyways.
Very good. Take that mic for me. Welcome to a real one.
Oh, thank you.
Would you share with these kings your name, your age, and what you do?
Yes, my name is Kylie. I'm 23 years old, and I actually do a little bit of content creation, a little bit of jewelry making, and yeah, trying to sell my jewelry full time.
Beautiful. I do have to say, just for those wondering, you have a twin, I've heard.
Yes.
Who's been on the show?
Her name is Evie, and we actually came here together.
Yeah. So we have twins in the house, and it's a special thing. So I want you to share with these real ones what makes you a real one.
Okay, what makes me a real one is that I am just so authentic and genuine, and I really value emotional connection, and I just am a really supportive partner, and I think I just keep it real, I keep it honest, and I work on myself. I love going to the gym. I love staying in shape. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. And share with us. Now, in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
Okay, some red flags for me, I would say, is a man whose words and his actions don't align. That's really important for me. So you got to be able to follow through on your word. I also like a man that understands like basic chivalry, opens doors, all that types of stuff, and just a man that knows what.
Yo, are they looking for a grand? Yo, I was asking that same question. I was like, are they looking for like a girlfriend or something? But the way you just described that, I gotta play this clip right now.
Oh, no. Oh, he tried it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It was just, what the hell? I don't know. It's teach your own, I guess. It's just some people got like, wait, what was it the first girl? I think it was the second one that hooked up. Or is it both? I'm not sure. I kind of just slipped in my head right now. But anyways, yeah, you're onto something there, Michelle. And you're just picking up it so quickly. So, but anyways, let's continue.
We're talking about red flags here.
Well, yeah, but that kind of pours in. Yeah. So not a red flag, a green flag is...
Yeah, a man that knows what he wants. If you don't know what you want, that's kind of a red flag to me. And also, a man that has really vulgar language, I don't like that. That's a red flag.
Okay.
Someone who
seems like you got no broken hearts. So they have clean mouths, they have good personalities. So I like it. Now I'm going to ask you this. You're good. Hey, you got to break sometime. Okay. We'll get there. But let me just ask you this final question. What are you looking for? You kind of said it, but in a real one, what's like the main thing you're looking for?
I am looking for a man that is just really authentic like I am and also is financially stable. That's really important for me. And a man that just likes to have a good time and also has things that he enjoys, like hobbies and interests. I want someone that likes to do things. It doesn't have to be the same things as I do, but just your own things that you really enjoy. And yeah, just someone that's a honest, genuine person.
Honest and genuine. Let's take a few steps forward. We got one broken heart. You're still looking good downstairs, but let's talk to this wonderful real one here. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Max, 105, and I do swear. So sometimes. So I mean, that's.
Is it sailor style or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it comes out. It's almost like Tourette's. I don't want to blame it on that, and I should own it, but it feels like that's when it comes out. It's just like Tourette's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Could he be someone that's your type?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it would have been great to get to know you better. And I don't necessarily think that swearing is a bad thing. It's just when it's super excessive, like that type of thing. I don't have a problem, especially with Tourette's. I would never have a problem with someone for something they can't help.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely. Look at her. Adorable, cute.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
We got a great lineup for you.
He said he was 100.
Oh, we got the twins. Okay. Well, take a step back. I'm excited because we have 3 hearts that have not been broken. Okay. So I want to throw it to you. Do you have an essential question that could determine a relationship?
Yeah, I would love to know. What do you gentlemen typically spend your weekends doing?
Let's go to each of them. We'll start with this wonderful real one here. Name, age, and what do you typically spend doing on your weekends?
Alan, very young, 76, engineer, creative person, and a weekend just being as creative as I possibly can, especially with filmmaking and getting into music and trying to stay out of trouble.
Great.
All right. Let's go to this wonderful real one. Name, age, and what do you like to do on the weekend?
Daniel Galloway. I like to travel, go up the coast, work on my cars, motorcycles, or my house. I like to do things, and I like to do different things, just spontaneous. With no kids, you can do what you want to do. You got kids?
I do not have kids. Do you have kids?
No, none in claiming. Don't try.
Very good. Let's take a step forward to this wonderful real one. Name, age, and what do you like to do on the weekends?
Howie, I broke 50, and I like getting out of the house, go hiking to that Runyon Canyon, Topanga. Well, Topanga's kind of bad right now. And as I can hang out I could hang all day on the couch or in the bed and watch, movies. And I go to the gym, work out.
Great.
Okay. Let's take a step back. I don't want to make you pop yet. We only got 3. We can get to know each other just a little more. But in the interest of time, I do want to ask this. This is an essential. Religion or politics? Do you want a partner that is religious or political or not religious, not political?
Ooh, okay. This might actually get someone, we'll see. But I'm going to say that politics doesn't really matter too much to me. Everybody has their own personal opinions. That's not going to deter me. But religion, I'm also not super, you don't have to necessarily be a man of God, as a lot of people on this show put it. And I just wasn't sure. But yeah, so I'm kind of in the middle and everything. You can kind of have your own beliefs, and I'm okay with it.
Okay. Some middle ground, moderate kind of. Okay. I got no problem. So you did okay. All right. You already asked a question about children. What about marriage? Have you ever been married?
I have never been married.
Would you like to be married in the future?
I would love to be married. That's definitely a goal of mine.
Okay. You want the babies. I'm going to throw it to the real ones. Gentlemen, do you have a question for this lovely lady? All right. Let's walk it on down. We'll answer that question first. Ask it again in the mic.
Do you smoke or drink?
I don't smoke or drink.
That's a miracle, right? At that age, goodness gracious. Does your twin do that either? Well, this is about you. Never mind. We won't focus on twin. And what's your question?
That's huge.
Thank you.
You're 23 and you don't smoke pot or drink alcohol.
No, neither.
Mormon?
Neither. No. No, not Mormon.
That's huge.
Thank you.
I can't express that. It's indescribable how huge that is.
It's almost an outlier to the most outlier degree. It's crazy.
So it negates one of my questions always is what happens after the second or third cocktail. I don't have to ask that.
No, you don't.
I did want to mention, you mentioned about chivalry.
Yes.
And it's my firm belief that in my last life, I was a knight at King Arthur's court.
Oh, wow.
So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Your knight in shining armor right here.
I want to ask you, if I were your age and we were at a party and I didn't know you and I'd be making a beeline for this girl.
Can you tell me why you'd make the beeline?
I was raised on Playboy.
Oh, what?
Okay,
Whoa,
very
whoa,
interesting.
whoa, 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 whoa. Did y'all hear that shit? He was raised on Playboy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're not gonna skip that part, motherfucker. Hold up. Did y'all hear that shit? Yeah, did y'all hear that shit? Right? Wait a minute. Nah, we gotta play a clip for you with that.
The fuck are you out of your damn mind?
Yo, I was starting to like this guy. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, you
You know you done fucked up, right?
he done fucked up. He was raised on Playboy. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite saying this, and especially when it comes to like with Playboy magazines. I mean, I've seen some footages, and especially from Playboy magazines and all that, but in today's age, I don't know. With the Me Too movement and all that, it's just it hits a different way, especially as a man. It's like I get it. It's like saying now that you used to be a fan of Bad Boy Records, and now it's like, are you sure about that? And you know what I mean? So I don't know if you guys ever felt that way too. It's like, ugh. It's just like, what the fuck? So I know that's just me saying this as a man, but I just want to know from my audience as women too. It's just like, how'd you feel about what he said? And feel free to share about that too. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm confused about it. So feel free to share. Let's see, I was saying in the chat. Because that's unreal. Yeah, yeah. He can't go past by the look phase when it comes to with that. He just can't see past her bosom or her, physical body, I should say too. So not seeing her personality or something. I don't know. Because he keeps mentioning like some sexual innuendos and all that, and especially when it comes to he said before Netflix and chilled, and now the Playboy magazine. It's like, yo, like, are you trying to smash, man, or you got to get to know somebody first, or you just trying to smash, man? Yeah, he's definitely wants to act on some fantasy kinks, that's for sure. He definitely wants to do that. He's been throwing those hints out there earlier in this podcast episode. You guys could attest to that too. K Travel, Viviani, Melinda. It's I don't know. I don't know. With me as the man, I'm totally naive about some of this shit too. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Viviani. Like, what the fuck? Like, you say Playboy magazine, like, yo, like, you should be keeping that to yourself, motherfucker. Shit. Golly, I think she's probably uncomfortable right now, just like with her body language. Like, the fuck? I feel bad for her. She seems like a lovely woman. Shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm a different kind of person too. It's like, because I'm more sensitive to women when it comes to their emotions and all that. Yes, it was definitely poor taste. Yeah, it was just, like, why'd you say that? Like, for real. It's like, what the fuck? It's like some women will look at you and just say
You are
this.
so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you say that? Like, what the hell? No disrespect to him, but like, how would people respond to that? It's like similar to what I just played in that clip. It's like, huh? Why would you say that shit? You know what I mean? Yeah, he went there for sure. He definitely went there. Yeah, he definitely went there with that shit. Oh, that's for sure. He definitely went there. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's some shit. Anyways, let's continue.
All right, we can take it.
Yes?
Oh, you did your job.
All right.
You did your job. All right, we can take a step back. What I'm going to do is ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of that real one because you're going to have to, thank you so much, Max. You're going to have to make a decision,
I think
Kylie.
she's
You're
gonna
going to have to
yeah,
decide which heart
she don't
you
pop.
want to break after that line of questioning.
She don't pop.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the one that's being held out for
Wow.
me.
Okay, let's walk
Yeah,
on down.
yeah,
I
she
would
don't
wonder
pop
why. I
that
mean, it
way.
was the real one nature is there, but okay, heartbroken. Before I ask you why I want to ask this real one, you were holding on. You just told us why. Are there any other reasons besides that magazine?
She's so feminine, her voice. I mean, if I was at a party, I'd only see
perfect, old
from a
man.
distance, but her voice, I love her voice. She's so sensitive and tender, and she's like a hippie chick from back in the day. It's beautiful.
You love the 70s, 60s, huh?
I love the comforting hippie chicks. I like those.
All right, now tell us.
Man, this guy's a pervert. I'm just gonna say it. This motherfucker's a pervert, dude. Yo, what the fuck? I mean, I'll give him credit for being straightforward, but there's some things you just don't want to air out, you know? Like the hell? You just gotta keep it to yourself, motherfucker. Shit. That's just me saying that.
That's why you broke.
Oh, I know. We know.
Well, the audience may be wondering.
With us her whole life.
The only reason I popped, I loved everything you said, but it really was just that Playboy comment to me.
Yo, you ladies called it. Yo, didn't we call that shit? Yo, salute to all the ladies out there who are intuitive. You guys get a raise, a toast. You guys called it. Called it. Like she said too, in poor taste. He got you laughing. I got you laughing. Good. That's what it's all about with this podcast and shit. Just laugh and learn and just really expressing yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you on that, Michelle. She's definitely innocent and just, young too. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from with that perspective because she seems like a really genuine person, so I can understand if you feel kind of protective of her too. Kind of like if it's like your little sister, like you want to protect her from just some perverts like this guy with the glasses, Tony Montana over here. So, yeah, I could totally understand how you feel about that. But yeah, Kay, it's just like you guys called it that Playboy comment, and she just referenced that too. It's like that's uncomfortable. It made her feel uncomfortable. And her body language just says that. I was like, man, you better just keep that to yourself, man. I mean, I know it's good to be straightforward, but not in a way that's just perverted and shit and just unhealthy. It just makes this whole energy vibe all awkward and shit. You know what I mean? If I'm tripping, just let me know. If I'm not, just be honest too. Because I don't know. I'm just when it comes to her, she seems like a lovely woman. So yeah, thank you guys for sharing. I understand how you feel about that, Michelle. It's like you want to just protect her like your little sister, basically that kind of feeling. And I get that.
Yeah, that's stuff that's for later on. That's not really a first time you're meeting someone type thing for me personally.
Yeah, I totally understand. I was just being honest about across the room.
All right, let's take a step back. You still have
K Travel, you kind of like read this guy like a book. He has no filter. I mean, I get it. Like he's doing his best, trying to be respectful, but it comes off he has no filter. So I'm not here to judge, but it's just from just watching this whole episode, it's just like, oh, like this has got no chill. Like he's talking about Netflix and chill. He talking about Playboy magazines. It's like, yo, like where are you trying to hint at? Like the fuck? Like you trying to smash or something? Like for real. What's up with that? You know what I mean? But yeah, good point there, K Travel. Yo, what the hell?
Two hearts that are beating. So I want to see if the other real ones have another question for this lovely lady as we narrow it down. Looks like we're formulating. Let's step forward. Okay, let's ask that question in the mic.
Do you want kids in the future?
I definitely do want kids in the future.
Okay.
How do you feel about kids?
I'm cool with it if it happens. You know, if it happens, then I'm down for it.
Can I ask you a question? Do you mean like biological kids? Like you want your own biological
Right.
kids?
Right. Is that what you're talking about, right?
I am talking about biological kids.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's a little shocking to me.
Tell us why it's shocking.
For me, it's just a little surprising because I'm pretty sure that it's after the age of about 45 that typically quality of
The juice.
yes, decreases after that age. So I just wasn't sure because of that factor, and I know that it can also actually impact the woman's health as well, even from an older man. So I just wasn't sure in that context, but.
Okay.
Wow.
Not to be so forward with you, but mine still works.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what?
That's great.
Not to be all that forward.
Yo, my man. Yo, my man. You say yo, my man. Take it easy. I respect the honesty, but yo. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Dude knows he's probably snubbed. He said it happens like he knows. I guess, Michelle. Oh shit. I mean, teach their own, I guess. I mean, I give him points for honesty though, but still, oh my gosh. Shit. Mm, 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 mm. Look at the dude next to him. Yeah, exactly. The smug ass grin. You see that too, Michelle? Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, I see that shit too. Like, what the fuck? Look at that smug grin right there. Yo, this episode is not what I expected to be, honestly. That's wild. Yo, that's as wild. Oh, McKay Chavo's having a good old time tonight. Shit. Oh shit. Let's continue.
Or with you. I mean, it would be up to my partner, whoever that individual that I might be with. If they never had no kids or what have you, I wouldn't want to deprive them from that.
Yeah.
I work out 5 days a week.
Great.
So, I'm up and moving and got my stuff going.
Yeah, wow. Good for you. That's fantastic.
We can kind of throw that. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're good.
And if you need a personal trainer, I'm all that too.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on.
All right.
I ain't gonna skip that part, motherfucker. What do you mean by personal trainer? Yo, you better just learn how to, when it comes to respecting your boundaries, motherfucker. Because, it's just like when it comes to being in a woman's space, you gotta respect your boundaries, man. But yeah. What do you mean by that shit? Personal trainer. My ass, man. You just trying to get to them titties, man. Ain't no front. The fuck?
I want to kind of go in that vein with this real one here because we have had him on the show before. Do you want to kind of explain as well why you want biological children?
The reason I'm chasing after having kids of my own, biological, I come from a family of doctors, lawyers, engineers, a lot of very strong DNA, and I think
He's like, yeah, I'll spot you and also make sure you're. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too, Michelle. He ain't slick. He wants to be her personal spotter per se. He ain't slick with that shit. Get the fuck out of here. I sound Italian right now. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't slick, motherfucker. Shit. Sorry to cuss so much on YouTube, but I just gotta keep it real, man. What the fuck? Shit. Man, you ain't slick. I know a man's nature. He wants to just, personal training per se. If it's private personal training, oh no, you gotta watch him. You gotta do it in the public area, like especially in the gym. Gotta watch his ass. If he says private, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Because he won't try to smash. I'll tell you that. He ain't slick.
think it's up to me to pass on those high qualities as well as my own good health. So I have a lot of education on my.
Do you make sure she look in them glutes and the front from the front and the back. Shit. Yeah, the perverts. I know what you're trying to do, motherfucker. You ain't slick. You ain't slick, man.
You know you don't fucked up, right?
You ain't slick, my boy. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Them old perverts, man. The fuck.
My own also. Kind of unusual, but there's there. And I'm with the space program and all this other stuff. So it's my obligation, in a sense, to pass on healthy DNA to the future.
That's fantastic. May I ask you a question?
Sure.
So you mentioned like space. I'm just curious, what do you do for work, or what did you do if you're ever?
With the space part of it, I used to be, when there was a space shuttle program in Houston, I was a flight controller and mission control. I helped train astronauts to fly the space shuttle. So that was part of my early career as an engineer.
Wow, fantastic. Good for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we got through some pretty good questioning and getting to know each other at that point. Do you have a decision you want to make, or do you still want to get to know these gentlemen? I want to see what you're thinking.
I would like to ask another question. If that's
Beautiful.
okay.
Let's ask it. Yeah.
My question for you is, where do you see yourselves 5 years from now in life?
Don't say the grave. No jokes here. This is for real. I'm serious. I don't want y'all joking.
That's a good question. Yeah. That is a good question. And that's, that could be personal for people too, but that's a really good question at the same time. Yeah. I mean, to each your own, I guess, when it comes to with those life decisions, but shit. Viviani's having a good time tonight. Shout out to you, Viviani. Sheesh, man. These perverts, man. What's the guy in the blue laughing? What are you laughing at? Oh, fuck. He got me fucked up right now.
This is a great question. 5 years.
In 5 years, I'll be having a family, and my wife and kids, wherever we're living, whether LA or someplace else. And I will be being as creative as I am right now as an engineer and making a lot of movies. As I mentioned before, the filmmaking I get involved with is stuff that has absolutely no violence in it whatsoever, and I've got plenty of stories to deal with. So I have a lot of a future. In 5 years, that should be what I've been doing.
Great.
5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'll still be doing as good as I'm doing now.
Awesome.
Okay. Do you have another question? I don't want you to do too much zigzagging. Do you have another question you'd like to ask, or I can throw it to them? Because we got to make a decision. It's a real one.
Let me think really quick.
I can do my job just a little, because I can ask, where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
To dinner, so we can get to know each other better, probably Italian restaurant or something, wherever she wants to go. I spoil the lady, give her what she wants in her life, make sure that she's as happy with me as I can be, so we go to a restaurant that is her choice, her favorite choice.
I know what you're doing, man.
Where would you take this lovely lady first date?
Pause that for a spaceman over here, Commander Shepard. So, yeah, he will spoil her with dinners and all that, but he wants something in return. I know what you're trying to do, man. You ain't slick. You want that booty. You want them titties, man. You ain't slick, man. Yeah, I'm a man. I can see right through that shit. So no matter if you're 60 or you're 30, man, you just want something in return, man. The fuck? Yo, my goodness, man. Am I tripping or am I wrong? Feel free to let me know for all the women out there who are watching this. Because if I'm wrong about something, feel free to correct me. But I feel like he wants something in return when it comes to taking her out to the restaurants. Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Hey, what's up, Sabrina? Good to see you. Shout out to you. Hopefully you are enjoying your weekend and doing well. So what's up? What's up, Sabrina? So yeah, he's definitely got that experience in his belt too. That's for sure.
Wherever she want to go.
You can't beat that. They're giving you whatever you want. Yeah. Did you think of your question?
Yes. So my question is, I know that you like physical activity. Do you like to do physical activity as well?
Yes, I'm in martial arts. I am in Taekwondo. I have a black belt in
Okay.
Taekwondo, and I
Commander
work out
Shepard up in
almost
you,
5 days,
okay.
well, 3 days a week right now, very intensely, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights, very intense workouts, kickboxing and Taekwondo combined. So I am very, very,
Yeah, I can sense that too, Michelle. I mean, K-Travel. I almost called you Michelle. I almost called you Michelle. Okay, don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. So sorry for that name mistake. Just don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. Kind of like this guy right here. So yeah, but overall though, I think he does want love and affection from a healthy space. I mean, but like with the other guy, the guy, especially the one in black, I think that guy's a pervert. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can sense that, especially from him too, the one that's astronaut engineer, which is a really cool title. He works with trains astronauts. That's cool. That's dope as hell. So yeah, spaceman over here. That's awesome.
healthy in that sense.
Wow.
I do have to ask. Can you show us a taekwondo move? Is that okay? I don't want you to knock me out, but oh wow.
Oh
And
shit.
is that for? I know that would have took me out. Okay, I'm saying he know what he's doing. Okay, that's great. And so that was your
Okay.
question. What are you thinking? I don't want you. It's a real one. Time is of the essence.
Okay. I'm thinking I have to pop someone.
At this point, unless they have one more essential, but you got two great gentlemen here. What do you want to do?
I got one more question.
Okay,
real quick.
okay.
Okay. Tell me something that you did for someone recently that was just an act of kindness.
I'm in Toastmasters. I do a lot of public speaking. And I was encouraging people who are a little nervous about it at first in Toastmasters, and I just sort of help them get the confidence to make a speech.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Cool.
Random act of kindness.
I'll go out and feed the homeless.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
Matter
great.
of fact, and then I'm also giving. So
that's sweet.
Those are great answers.
All right. I'm sorry to do it to you, Kylie, but you got to make a decision here.
Okay. I don't want to do this, but I think I'm going to pop yours.
Okay. Now you were holding on to your heart. Tell us why you were holding on.
well, I seen a little potentials on certain things that could help us grow together.
Back a little. You're kind of
But
blocking. Okay, that's
she has her ways, I have my ways, and and since I'm a little older than her, I'm set in certain things, and certain things probably would never work.
Oh, okay. Tell us why you ended up breaking his.
Well, I had to make a decision, and I wasn't sure again on the kids aspect, but I really wanted to get to know you more. But I do agree with what you said, that there's definitely certain things that you're set in your ways, and I'm probably set in mine as well. So, but I think it was fantastic to meet you, and I like your outfit.
He came fresh. The man came fresh. He says it. That's his thing. Yeah, he's fresh though. All right, now I do kind of have to rush it, but Rush, anything else between these two? Let me ask this. This is always an important one. You have your heart not broken. Tell us why.
I'm very impressed with her, and I think she's a nice person. We got a lot of things in common.
And she's someone that's your type?
I'm hoping so. The only concern I have, I'm not sure if it's a big concern, is the age difference. But sometimes people who are young are very mature, and that's a big advantage.
And that's our thing on a real one. We want love in the raw form, and if you are mature, then I don't see, legal, no R. Kelly, why not, But anyway, anyway, question for him.
No question, but I do think I want to pop if that's
Okay, hey, this is a real one. You keep it real. Okay.
Oh shit.
Why'd you pop?
Oh,
My thing is the kids. That is a factor for me with the age difference, like you mentioned. But I really hope that you find somebody that wants to have biological kids, because I love that for you. I think that's fantastic.
We're trying to make it work for him. We had him back because I want the best for this real one. Okay. So we'll take a step back. And we'll observe the lack of hearts here. But gentlemen, can we clap it up for this lovely lady? This is
Yeah, she seems sweet. I feel like she wants like a younger man to have like a family with, because when it comes to with her age, I can be totally wrong about that, but who am I to judge too? So, but she seems really sweet though. She seems cool, genuine. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, definitely. I can sense that from her. So interesting. This episode went by pretty quick, actually.
a real one. We thank Kylie for coming out. Tell your twin we said hello. She's amazing too. So I'll take that mic and you can head off on that way. Clap it up for her one more time. One more time, gentlemen.
Okay.
We thank you
Is that
for
it?
Kylie. We thank you so much. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We had our Jaguar edition. Yes, these wonderful gentlemen came out. We had a few successful real one connections, which always brings a smile to my face.
Just to answer your question, Sabrina, this is the Pop the Balloon or Find Love Sugar Daddy edition. So it's like older men who are established just looking for love when it comes to this particular episode. So hopefully, I broke it down when it comes to just like with the people on the lineup just looking for a compatible partner when it comes to just, looking for a real one per se, how the show is intended to be. So hopefully that answered your question, Serena, when it comes to you with this episode. So yeah. Interesting.
But folks, I thank you so much for watching this. Gentlemen, can you clap it up for yourselves? You are handsome, you are royal, and you are
Yeah, but one of you is a pervert, so
kings. Okay, now folks, what I need you to do if you want to be on the next episode of A Real One, fill out the link in the description, and most importantly, continue to subscribe, like, comment.
Yes, indeed, with all that. So yeah, that's mostly with the stereotype with the older witch guys. Yeah, that's true. A lot of them do that. A lot of them do that. You're not wrong about that, Serena. Yeah, I mean, shoot. One was 26, so to each their own, I guess, so. Yeah, I feel you on that, Michelle. I feel you on that. I feel you. But yeah, since I'm gonna do another podcast tomorrow, especially, when it comes to the new show. But like before I go, if you guys want like a specific kind of reading when it comes to like with anything. So if you got like any kind of relationship questions or anything like that, or you just want to messages for the collective, feel free to ask me and I'll definitely pull some cards for you before I get my noodles. Or should I say nudes like Michelle says too. So I really want to make some more noodles though, honestly. Now I'm just thinking about it. So, okay, Sabrina, I got you. And I got Michelle. Okay, feel free to post your questions. Or especially if you want like a follow-up reading too. So a message for your mom. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I could definitely use a specific deck for you, Serena. So let me see if I can share with that. Let me pull this up. And move this and pull this motherfucker over here. And there you go. There we go. So use a Pacific deck for you too. Yeah, noodles sounds delicious too. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds delicious as hell right now. So let me pull a card for you, Sabrina. So when it comes to you with your question, so Sabrina, message for your mom. I'm gonna use the Supernatural Oracle deck for you too. So if that's cool with you, Sabrina, feel free to let me know. So let me post some messages for you on that. Aren't ramen noodles kind of salty? So, but anyways, let me just focus on that. Message for that was quick. You got the angel card, Sabrina. So this card popped up really quick. So when it comes to like with your message for today, and especially, if it resonates with you too about when it comes to being with your angels and all that, with your spirit team, just really know that you are always protected like your mom's always watching you and guiding you and just really supporting you too, because that's your baby. And so she thinks of you as like her angel, and just really knowing that you are protected and loved. So when it comes to feeling safe and protected, just really, embracing that, especially, when it comes to with your mom as well. So definitely, for sure, definitely guardian angels. Yes, indeed. So definitely, for sure, just really knowing that you are safe and protected. She's definitely your guardian angel, Sabrina. And if this message resonates with you as well, just feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about it as well. Oh, it's just, just to answer that, K Travel, I've been doing the mediumship for quite some time. I just don't really like say like how do I say it? Like share it like on YouTube per se, because I've been practicing with certain people. I've learned a lot of it from Debbie Freeberg Spirit and other people. It's just I'm always careful about it, when it comes to with that. And I don't want to just like offend people or just like, make them feel triggered in a certain way too. So if like again, if it resonates, if it doesn't, that's totally, fine too. It's their choice. So yeah, but thank you for sure saying that, K Travel. Oh, okay, Sabrina. I understand. So yeah, much love to you and thank you for being open to really just, get a message to, especially when it comes to you with this message from your mom. That's all about, feeling safe and protected. So just really embracing it, especially when it comes to you with your guardian angels and all that as well. Just really know that you are safe and protected in a really powerful way. So beautiful message here. So Michelle, you are definitely next. So no, I'm just being real, honestly, and I appreciate that, Serena. I'm just being myself as is what I'm just doing. So when it comes to, I don't want to just like put on a facade. I always like to keep it real with myself too, and just you know be really genuine and real with you guys too, even if on my bad days as well. So, but thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that. So Michelle, okay, I'm going to use all the cards for you. I feel like you need all hands on deck for this one. Not in the bad way, but in a really powerful way too. So let me use my decks for you. Let's see what you got there, Michelle. Hmm. Oh shit. Orgasmic. Yo, what is going on? Sheesh. Mm. Got those feel good moments too. Yes, all hands are on deck for you, Michelle. You know how that goes. Yeah. That's right here. Shit's about to get real. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. This one. Man, this is gonna be funky. I can feel this. I'm feeling this in my gut right now. This is interesting. Yo, I'm done. I'm done, son. You got the Banana Man card. Yo, what the fuck, yo? All hands on deck in this motherfucker. I'm not kidding here. You see this, Michelle? Throw your phone over the window. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. Oh my gosh. Yo. All hands on deck in this motherfucker. I'm telling you, I had a feeling I said all hands are deck. All hands on deck. And I was right. Yo, he's here. He's here. He's here. Throw you the phone out the window. He's here. Oh my goodness. You gotta screenshot this, Michelle. That's for sure. You gotta screenshot this, or I have to send you a picture. If you can screenshot this, feel free. I mean, this is wild. This is wild. This is crazy. Just connecting with spirit and just connecting with the energy. Oh, using your intuition. That's a powerful one. So let me see if you can see that message here. Let me scoot it up a bit here. So, oh man, this is wild. This is some crazy shit. I had to get my phone back from the frame. I don't blame you for feeling that way, Michelle. So some shit's about to go down for you, girl. Woo. Let's share these messages, shall we? My goodness. So when it comes to with these messages for you, Michelle, and feel free if these messages resonate with you or not. So the orgasmic card, it feels like you're in those kind of like good feeling moments too when it comes to with whatever that you're experiencing and celebrating too when it comes to with any kind of achievements or sensations or desires when it comes to the orgasmic card here too. But like, some shit's about to go down too. So I'm not sure what it is, but you just gotta get shit prepared. Some shit's about to go down. I'm not sure what it is, but like I don't know. Wherever that may be. Because the Banana Man card is here too. So he wants to be creative. And just really being creative as well when it comes to wherever that you're gonna deal with. Just like when it comes to with this message right here. Oh my goodness gracious, nigga. And yo, you just gotta, when it comes to being creative with that situation that you're going through, just trusting your intuition and just really doing that in a really powerful way. If you could see that message, just really using your intuition to really just to connect with that, and even just like to, I should say, like really trusting your intuition to really just knowing what's up too. You took a screenshot. Good. You do that. This is your reading, Michelle. Yo, this is wild. This is wild. This wherever that you're going through when it comes to with these messages, just at the end of it, just really trusting your intuition to how to handle those kind of situations, wherever that may be, when it comes to with those feel good moments. So yeah, some shit's about to go down. Whew. Good Lord. La la la. Exactly. He said it. I'm gonna see it. I'll take a look at it when I'm done with the podcast. So, Michelle, if this reading resonates with you, feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about it, especially for this week or whatever that you're going through when it comes to these messages. And just feel free to do so. So, You sent it on IG? Okay, I'll take a look at that. So, damn. That's shit. My goodness. Whew. If anyone else wants like a particular similar reading too, just feel free to post your question and I'll definitely will post some cards for you. That's some shit. So if anyone else wants a message, or I could post some of my stuff, saying that respectfully pause. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you guys want like a follow-up or if you guys want another reading, feel free to post your question. That last card is like Banana Man made my head explode. Must have been a good trip. Yeah. Oh my god, that just took me out. Oh my goodness, that took me out.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, he tried it.
Oh, I am lost for words. That Banana Man, guys, he's got some plans for you, Michelle. Oh, let me see if he posted your question, Kay. Let me take a look at that. Did you post a question? Okay, I got you, Kay. I got you. Sorry if I missed your question. So you're next. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I got you, Kay. Exactly. You're just having a great day, aren't you, Michelle? Oh, hugs to you though, Kay. I'll post a message from you for you too about your mom. Let me see if I can connect too. Hmm. 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 Message. So I'm getting a strong feeling in my solar plexus. That's powerful. That must be an indicator of something. Hmm. Not because I'm hungry, but I'm just really sensing it right now. Hmm. Working with the invisible, candle magic. So that's powerful. That's a really powerful message here too. So I'm going to share this with you, Kay. And like especially when it comes to with just connecting with your mom, especially, when it comes to you with this message, and if this message resonates with you, then feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about it too. When it comes to with connecting with candle magic and just working with the invisible, or even just like with spirit too, just connecting with her. And if you want to just like say a prayer or just really connect with her in a powerful way, just really doing that, in your own way when it comes to you with this particular message, just working with the invisible or however it really means to you when it comes to you with this message, and just really doing that when it comes to just working with that, even just like with spirit too, how you really want to connect with that, connecting with your mom or just like in general too, when it comes to you with this message, especially when it comes to you with candle magic. So when it comes to with this message for UK travel, and especially for today too, or for tonight, and just really connecting with that, that connection with spirit, just really working with the invisible, but also in that kind of meaning, just really connecting with spirit too. So just really connecting with candles, or if you love using candles too, when it comes to with that, just feel free to explore that, if you choose to do so. It's like I have trouble connecting with her in particular. Having you here and see the view. Oh wow, that's something. So that's something that to really just to really just look into if you open to it, Kay. So that's powerful, and thank you for sharing that too. So that's really powerful. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh man, shout out to your mom, and same goes to yours, Sabrina, and to anyone who's just lost a family member too. So shout out to you guys. I know how it feels, and shout out to my mom also. She's looking out for Ricky as well. Oh, you're welcome, Kay. Anytime. So if you like, again, if you guys want like another message, especially for right now, or like a follow up too, when it comes to with a specific kind of reading, feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about it too, or post your questions, I should say. Yes, indeed. You're welcome, K Travel. Shout out to you. So yes, the orgasmic card and the banana man. Some shit's about to go down for you, Michelle. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They do like honor loved ones when it comes to with candle magic as well, especially lighting candles. Definitely. That's true. That's true. That's true. Definitely. Definitely. So let me see. Yeah, sure. I could pull two cards for you, Michelle. Yeah, for sure. For your mom and your dad. Okay. I can connect with that, Michelle. I can pull two cards for you. Give me a sec. So, Michelle's parents. I'm going to connect with your mom first. Let's see what she has to say for you. So, Michelle's mom. Connect with her. I'm feeling some light energy. It's really interesting. It's very compassionate, but also fun. Yeah, I'm just really connecting with that right now. It's really interesting. Let's see what she has to share for you, Michelle. Making your fantasies a reality. That's interesting. Really powerful message here. Pegasus. Beautiful creatures there. And so, what about your dad? And connect with his energy. A lot of passion there in the heart. Really loving stuff. I feel like your dad has a lot of love for you, Michelle. I can just feel that right now. Oh, there you go, goddess. That's what I'm feeling. That's a lot of love there. So, like when it comes to you with your messages from your parents, Michelle, and if this resonates with you at any time, just feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts about it. And basically, when it comes to you with Pegasus, just really making your fantasies a reality, wherever that you're desiring, that you want to just manifest and just make it happen. especially from your message from your mom, just really, give you that, encouragement to really just do that. I feel like she's really like a supporter of yours too when it comes to just making those fantasies a reality. Just really, getting some stuff happen. If you want to make stuff happen in your life and however it comes up for you, just really connecting with that when it comes to with the Pegasus card. Just really making your fantasies a reality, basically. Whoever that may be, it could be relationships, it could be with your career, it could be with your family, wherever that may be. Just really making it happen, turn it into a reality, basically, too. When it comes to with this message, and from your dad, it's just really when it comes to you know, looking at you like his own kind of like, goddess per se, in a really loving way. And it's really connecting to your abundance, basically, and prosperity. So he wants you to really just flourish and grow in your own way too when it comes to you with this message. And just really wants you to really just grow and just flourish in life too. And just really connecting with that too when it comes to you with the goddess card. It's really beautiful. Oh, let me read that. Hold on, let me see. Let me take a look at that. I'm trying to straighten out these cards here, but let's see what you guys are saying. Her mom, my grandma Lucy, loved unicorns. Oh, that could be it too. Definitely. They're all probably all together. And if you love unicorns, then that's a really powerful message there too. So that's powerful. Yes, I want to have a house next. Yeah, definitely. You definitely made that move happen. So that's beautiful. And congrats to you, by the way, with that. That's an accomplishment. So that's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Since we seven, which is my sister. Oh, 717 is your sister's birthday. And your house, and this house name is 117. Whoa. That's, whoa, that's something else. That's a message right there for sure. That's like your family looking out for you. Whoa, that's powerful. That's very powerful. Oh my goodness. Especially from sharing that. 717, like the ones and the sevens, that's a powerful message here. And especially with the unicorns too, when it comes to being connected to your grandma as well and your mom. That's powerful. That's saying something right there. For real, for real. Mm. So that's powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. That's really deep, especially when it comes to what you experienced lately with the new house and with those numbers being connected with your loved ones. That's like a guardian angel there too. So that's beautiful. Yeah, for sure. Especially when it comes to with abundance, he just thinks you're amazing, like a goddess. So that's like in a way, too, if you really just break it down, Michelle, when it comes to you with this message, he just thinks that you can really just accomplish anything that you put your overall kind of like energy to it, with your body, with your emotions, with your mind. That's beautiful. So that's awesome. Oh shoot. So your address is no 514 and oh shoot. Yo, that's deep. That runs deep. Yo. Right, right. That could be it too. Yeah, that's deep. That's very deep. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, K Travel. Yeah, I'm happy for her too. And that's deep. That's real. I can feel that. Mm, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, exactly. It's like I get it when it comes to not being so hard on ourselves because we go through challenges and sometimes it's like we tend to be hard on ourselves too, but when we take the time to really just like to just releasing that, kind of like taking like the armor off in like a metaphorical way, like how Tony Stark takes off his armor, just taking that load off of his shoulders too, and really just appreciating yourself. It can really just be helpful. If saying that metaphorically, for anyone who's a comic book fan out there or a spiritual enthusiast or curious about that. But just really just breaking it down too when it comes to just taking that armor off and really just appreciate yourself, not to be so hard on yourself, to put so much on weight on your shoulders like Atlas does in the Greek mythology or Hercules. You know what I mean? Oh no, you're good. Don't have to be sorry about that. I love these kind of conversations. This is good. This is your guys' live stream or podcast, I should say. So you're good. You don't have to be sorry about that. No, never feels. I'm just gonna say this too for anyone who is just watching this or listening to this. If you get a reading from me, if you want to explain more about it, you have every right to really just like, talk about it in the chat, especially if you're watching a replay. So you don't have to feel guilty about that. I understand if you do, but you don't have to feel guilty about that. If that makes sense to anyone who's listening, especially you, Michelle. So you're good, is basically what I'm trying to say. Just when it comes to not being so hard on yourself too. So definitely, you got this. Anything you can accomplish, you got this. And your parents are supporting you too when it comes to with these messages. Yeah, that's powerful for sure. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle. That's really beautiful. And you're more than welcome to talk about it anytime. So, especially in this chat as well. And if you want to screenshot this too, Michelle, you're more than welcome to do so, especially when it comes to with your parents. And like with the mediumship, that's like it's like I would do it, but like when it comes to with connecting with other people who are on the other side, it can really just be personal for them. So that's why I'm always careful. But like if like someone asks me to do it, I'll do it. But like really just asking for their consent. So if that makes sense to anybody, especially honor people's boundaries about that as well. And I'm just go with the flow. It's just like I don't overthink it. I'm just go for it. You know what I mean? Oh, anytime, Michelle. Of course. Of course. Anytime. No problem. Seriously, no problems. You're welcome anytime. Seriously, I love doing this. Honestly. Even if I get paid for it or not, I just love doing it just to help you guys out. You know what I mean? Spiritually, energetically, all that good stuff. Cool, cool. Right on. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Ooh, beautiful cards. They go together too. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So, if you guys want like a messages for the collective, or you want me to pull some cards on myself, saying that respectfully, of course. Pause. So, yes, indeed. So, anyone else wants a message or anything else? I could just do that from there. So, let me see what we have here. Okay, for me, this is gonna be fun. So interesting. Give me a second. All right. So reading for me. This is going to be a all hands on deck for me too. So brace yourselves. I'm going to connect with my mom for this one. So, Mom, if you're here, just help me out with this one, especially for not only for myself, but so I know Ricky's okay, but what do you have for me, especially to what I'm going through? Let's do this. So, oh, I'm getting like a strong heart and throat chakra feeling. It's interesting. I'm really getting a strong feeling with this one. Especially, I feel like I'm about to burp. So it's like a throat chakra thing. Oh, okay. Oh, I got this too. Yo, interesting. Most interesting. The J play. Oh, come on. Oh shit, y'all are true. Orgasmic, the feel good moments there. Okay. That makes sense there. Let's see. Shit, thing. Oh shit. Hold up. Detox. What I got a detox from, yo? What the fuck? Yo. If I get the Banana Man card, you're gonna sign off. I don't blame you. Sign off, turn off the computer, you know, just call it a night because that's some shit. If I get the Banana Man card too. If I get that card, I'm done. I'll end the live stream right here, right there. Shit. Get restarting this motherfucker. No, wait a minute. Why am I getting a feeling with this? Submission? What does that mean? Hold up. Submit. Submit to what? Mm. Mm. So what is the message here? Submit. Submit. Okay. Oh, I have a choice. Okay. That's interesting. Got them cheeks. Yes, I did. Got them cheeks. Yes, indeed. I did, Michelle. So I'm about to share these messages. And also, like when it comes to with your question, Serena, I understand how you feel about that situation because I just recently found out. So my heart goes out to the you know the people in California right now, especially to what's going on. So I understand how you feel. But anyways, when it comes to with these four particular cards, and I thought I was gonna get the Banana Man card too. So when it comes to with these four messages, that kind of it makes sense to what I'm experiencing and lately too. When it comes to with the orgasmic card, just really connecting to those kind of like feel good moments too. When it comes to with what I'm doing lately as well. So that kind of hits home there too when it comes to with the orgasmic card. And just really connecting with that in a really creative and genuine and healthy way to really just connecting with that kind of like energy, and just really, doing anything that's really just brings me joy. That's really powerful and hits home. But the detox card, I'm not sure what this means, but I probably need to just like detox from certain things that are just wearing me out. So gotta drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Hey yo, maybe I just need to release, and that's probably like a good thing too. Like with breath work, it helps you to not only to bring in new energy, but also to release. So that's a really good way to look at it too when it comes to with that, or even just like in general too, like I probably need to make some changes when it comes to with detoxing. It could be from social media, it could be from certain people, I probably need to learn to do that too. Not with you guys. You guys are awesome, but when it comes to with certain people, from the past and all that. So yeah, that kind of makes sense there too when it comes to with detoxing and probably submit to that as well, or maybe just like when it comes to with just surrendering in general, maybe it's just surrendering to those kind of like orgasmic feelings, even just like when it comes to with detoxing, whatever that may be. That's really interesting when it comes to a submission because there's strength to submission as well if you really just think about that. So it really just depends on the person's consent if they are open to it. And just really like with the pendulum, it's definitely my choice. So it's a hell yes or a hell no. It's like I got a choice to make, which is, really interesting too if you really just break it down when it comes to with these messages. So it's really interesting. Y'all are laughing. I'll send you a screenshot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, you do that. You do that. So it's all good. It's all good. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Detox snakes. Yeah, it's funny. I just made a mango smoothie this morning. So that's like it hits home with the second message because I just made a mango smoothie just this morning, just for breakfast, just before I went to meet up with a friend of mine today. So yeah, it definitely hits home, especially the second one, just when it comes to with detoxing. Get those toxins out energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, especially, spiritually and in my relationships with life. So definitely for sure, for sure. And yeah, thank you for this, being open to just dissecting my reading and all that, especially for anyone who's on a similar kind of journey too. So appreciate you guys. So, without further ado, I am about to pull some cards for the collective and I'm about to wrap it up. So, saying that metaphorically, of course, not in the literal sense. So, oh man. Mm, mm, mm. So, let's see what we have here. So, yes, indeed. Let's see what we have for the collective. Let's connect with that. Mm. So, collective, what do we have for that? Oh, okay. Bondage. Yo, what the fuck? What is going on here with this message? Yeah, that was fun. I agree with that, Michelle. For sure, for sure. It was a fun reading, for sure. But especially with this message right now, bondage. Yo, that's feel like feeling stuck in their ways too, you know? So I get that. I get that. Let's see what we have here with these messages. Let's see. Ooh, drop the ego. Ooh, that's deep. Gotta let go of that ego there. Get out of your own way. That's deep. That's deep. Let's see what we have here with these messages. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. It's powerful stuff here when it comes to what these messages. And let's see what we have. Oh shit! I just dropped all sorts of messages. I gotta reshuffle. God damn. Oh, let me shuffle again. I just lost. Whoops. Sheesh. Shit. Oh man. Just dropping all kinds of cards. Let's see. Just surrendering, just take you to that experience when letting go of the ego. That's powerful. Yeah, the ego can cause bondage. Yeah, that really makes sense there. Yeah, that's true. That is solely true there. That's true. So let's see what we have for the collective here too. Some pretty deep stuff here. Interesting. It's the spiritual message. Yep. Build relationships. Okay, those connections. That's powerful. That's really powerful, especially with these messages together too for the collective. So especially, for anyone who is just watching this live or watching a replay, you're more than welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts about these messages, especially what I'm displaying to on the screen or, for this particular podcast, for anyone who's just watching it. So let me see if I can straighten it out too when it comes to with these particular messages here when it comes to you for the collective basically. And so like when it comes to with the first message, it's all about really just like with bondage. And it's kind of like I'm not talking about it in a kink sense, but also in a spiritual aspect if you're feeling kind of stuck, especially when it comes to like in your own way or in certain ways too, or just like in general, just really recognizing that within yourself or with yourself too when it comes to with that. If you're feeling kind of stuck, could be like energetically, mentally, physically, per se too, spiritually or overall. Just really taking note of that. And just, when it comes to just getting out of your own way, it's a really good way for all of us to really just not just like drop the ego completely, to just really, go out of your own way basically. And just like when it comes to being vulnerable and just really being real with yourself is the most powerful thing you can really just do. And people really do appreciate, people who are vulnerable and from a healthy space too, to really just being real and vulnerable from a genuine and healthy space, to really just being vulnerable to who they are, especially to what they're going through and everything else. Because like when someone is authentic and vulnerable, it's like they appreciate them more. So it's just really just taking note of that, especially when it comes to just really, if you're feeling kind of stuck, just really, dropping the ego for a second to just get it out in your own way, to really just being vulnerable, especially, as a man or a woman too. And for men too, because I'm a man as well, that's like, a really difficult thing for us to do because, sometimes we're mostly stuck in our own ways. But when we take the time for ourselves to really just, to really just go out of our own way, to really just be vulnerable, especially from a really healthy masculine kind of way too, it's people really appreciate that, so definitely for sure when it comes to it just dropping the ego and just really surrendering to that as well, when it comes to just connecting with that vulnerability, it's really powerful, especially if you want to just express something, kind of like I was saying earlier in this podcast about making your voice be heard. I was just getting that kind of feeling about that. And these messages, not just me personally, it's just like it really just hits home with that message. So just really surrendering to that when it comes to just like being connected to that vulnerability and really just building that kind of connection as well when it comes to just really building relationships, not just like, with other people in your environment, but also within yourself too, to really just being vulnerable to who you are and just really making those connections, even with other people that you're sharing with too, if they resonate with you about what you're sharing, that's a really powerful way to really just build connections. So, oh yeah, these cards are really hit home too. So they really just blend well together. It's amazing. So yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I was just feeling this too, like that, similar message I was talking about earlier about connecting with your voice, and these messages kind of like hit home with that too. So definitely, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's powerful, very powerful. So I'm gonna leave these cards right here, especially for anyone who's just like, watching this live, or for those who are watching a replay too, which is totally cool. So like I'm about to share these messages again before I wrap this up. So like when it comes to you with the first message, it's all about if you're feeling kind of stuck in your own ways in every aspect, just really taking note of that. To really just like to resolve that, just really dropping the ego and just really being vulnerable with yourself, to really just asking what's going on with yourself or people that care about you too. When it comes to just being vulnerable, just really expressing yourself that way too, with your voice, with your energy, with your body, with your emotions, with your mind, especially, just really doing that. Just, get out in your own way, basically, dropping the ego and just really surrendering to that. There's strength in surrendering when it comes to just dropping the ego like that and just really doing that in a really powerful way, to really just surrendering and to really just being vulnerable in a really powerful moment too, if you choose to do so. And just really building that connection with yourself or with people that really just resonate with you and just understand what you're saying, what you're going through as well. It can really just build more powerful connections, kind of like the sacred stones and all that. And like in general too. So powerful stuff, especially with the last card here too, if you could see that with the bright light just flashing, all that. So with that being said, I am about to wrap it up here too when it comes to with this podcast. But for those who saw um the post on my YouTube and social media platforms, I'm making like a new show that I'm about to host tomorrow called What the Actual Fuck when it comes to the actual fuck podcast. So if you guys are open to just really having open discussions about anything that's weird on social media, and especially what's been going on in today's current environment. It doesn't have to be related to like politics per se. It's not about politics, but it's like mostly about like entertainment and current events. So if you want to just like have open discussions about all the weird stuff that's happening in current events and in society and in entertainment, you're more than welcome to drop by here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time, just when it comes to at that particular time. So feel free to do so. And without further ado, I thank you guys for watching. If you guys ever want to reach out to me, send a question, or see any kind of like weird videos you see on social media that's shareable for YouTube's algorithm and policies and all that, feel free to email it to me as well, or just reach out to me on social media, especially on Instagram. You guys know where to find me on that. And I am about to wrap it up and get my noodles. I am about to call it a day. So I might make some noodles tomorrow morning just before I do the new podcast too. So again, I thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Serena, Michelle, your sister Melinda, Viviani, all you beautiful people too. Shout out to all the ladies out there in the chat and the men too. I'm not gonna ignore you guys as well. So without further ado, I thank you guys for watching. And if anyone gives you any kind of crap for any kind of reason, just tell them this.
Get the fuck out of here! The fuck!
Or if they will try to disrespect you in a crazy way too, just tell them this.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Or just say this too. And
Shut up, bitch!
Just so when it comes to with that, and just really, if people give you any kind of weird looks too for being who you are, just remind yourself to do this.
People don't like how you be yourself. Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and crazy through all lips. That's all you do.
That's all you do. My goodness. Just always remember to be who you are too. And if like you want to just throw some sass on it too, like this. Yeah. And you know what? Just making a promise to yourself to not only to love yourself, but also to love the people you care about and your environment. Kind of like this legendary wrestler right here.
And that is a promise.
Yes, Bernie Mac. Yes, he is the GOAT. So, yes, indeed. I'll play that clip for you again, Michelle. Definitely.
People don't like how you be yourself. Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and crazy through all lips. That's all you do.
That's all you do. Yes, my favorite wrestler of all times. That is a promise for sure.
And that is a promise.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, thank you, Serena. You're awesome. Just being who you are, just being authentic. I really appreciate that. Same goes to you, Michelle, and all you guys in the chat right now. So for sure. And it's just like, hey, someone's being mad, just say this.
You mad, bro?
Like, you mad, man? What's up with that? You salty? Want some salt in my fries, bitch. Saying that respectfully, pause. But anyways, when it comes to with this podcast, again, if you guys like this podcast, you want to share it with your friends and all that, especially if you want to support this channel, just feel free to smash the like button. That really appreciates. That really help with the channel too when it comes to with that. And if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, just making sure you hit the notifications too when it comes to at the top button, the notification bell, so that way you'll get notified for all the new podcasts or posts that I'm making too when it comes to with this channel. If you love astrology, if you love entertainment, and especially with entertainment, it comes in like many forms for this channel when it comes to with astrology, with reaction videos, and so much more. And so, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. I thank you guys. When it comes to with that, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm still mind blown that I got the Banana Man card. Yes, where has he been though? That is the question. That is a really good question. I'm just curious about that as well. That is a good question. That is a good question. So that is a good question. Yes, and shout out to Viviani, Sabrina, uh, Melinda, you, Michelle, Kiba. I didn't forget you either. So all the people in the chat too. So shout out to all you lovely people: Viviani, Michelle, Melinda, Sabrina, Kiba. All you lovely people, and especially to the people who are watching a replay too. I appreciate you guys, especially if you're men and women or cisgender, however you want to identify yourself too. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. If you want to just have like a good time, just laughing and just having open discussions about all the weird things that's happening in current events on the What the Actual Fuck podcast and saying that in that literal order too. So you guys take care. Have a good morning and afternoon and evening if you're watching this all over the globe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So peace and many blessings.